Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the 2023 Honor of Kings World Championships. I'm your caster, Isaac Peña.
I'm your caster, Nora, and we will bring you guys the second half of today's matchup, which will decide who's going to take the very first spot into the final.
Chengdu.AG and Nanjing.Hero are going to battle in a best-of-7 for that last ticket, just to take that straight up without having to move down into the lower bracket.
Yeah, and I mean, we are nearly going to be the end of the KIC, as you can see, because after today's matchup, there's only 2 matchups left right now. First, we will go for AG against Hero, who's going to decide to be the first one getting into the final.
We're coming to an end. This is the sad part of the tournament. We're coming to the end of it. And today's going to be the semifinals. We just saw, if you just got online and you were not watching with us for the previous game, I am really sorry. You just missed an amazing performance. We had Chongqing Wolves and Beijing Weibo, with Beijing Weibo on the last game taking a 4-3 victory.
Yeah, and you know, like in the previous 4 days, actually a lot of things happened. For example, the last game, including that best of 7, including that ultimate, that was actually the 5th ultimate battle.
Yes.
That happened in knockout stage. So that just gives me another kind of feeling that, well, this game also go into that game 7.
Who knows? Who knows? I know that this last ultimate battle was the first time that the blue side actually took the victory. In all the previous 4, it was always the red side just taking the victory. We were analyzing it. We were watching the game and trying to analyze the reasons why Chongqing Wolves decides to go on the red side, and then after looking at the numbers, it was really 100%. It was a good bet, but at the end of the day, it didn't pay off.
Yeah, and I mean, for today's last matchup, which will be AG play against Hero, we really need to highlight their top laners, because again, they are really top focused, especially for Hero, right? Xinghen, he used a lot of unique heroes. For example, that Florentino, which has been criticized a lot by us, but he still holds that 100% winning rate.
Well, Florentino just showed up today as well, right? We know that it's a very interesting hero in the 1v1s. In terms of the 1v1s, it's actually very strong. But then when it comes down to the big battles, I don't feel like it's really that important part. It can just kind of be like a weak link for the whole composition.
Exactly, and I feel like now teams are using this Florentino to play against Dachao strategy. So I'm wondering, speaking to the draft, maybe Hero will take out that Florentino as a safe card to play against the Dachao played by AG, because we know that AG is really familiar about that Dachao play.
Yeah, AG has been playing at the top level on the recent months, right? Like for the Challengers Cup, they made it all the way until the finals. And right now, they're already in semis. We know that the last 3-4 months have been gigantic for AG. And can they just seal the ticket tonight?
And I mean, like, for these 2 teams, to be honest, it's already been such a huge achievement that they made. Because I still remember last year's KIC, they all end up their journey with the top 8. And right now, check where they are. Final of the winner bracket. And I mean, due to our prediction, we would say, since these 2 teams play quick games, maybe 4-2 or 4-1 will be the result.
AG and Hero, the truth is that if you feel it right now in the stadium, there are way more AG fans than Hero fans. And I would say that that's one of the reasons, because people understand that AG has been playing at a completely different level.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like AG just finished the final within the Challenger Cup just like 2 months ago. But for Hero, it has been such a long time that they didn't make it to the final. I mean, that was 2 years ago. Last time when they competed in the final, that was the spring season of the 2021. That was years ago.
It might have been years ago, but there are some numbers and some data that put things around for Hero, actually. Hero has made it to the final 5 times. And every single time that they make it to the winner's bracket, they never lose. 100% win rate when Hero makes it to the winning bracket.
Yeah, I feel like there's some faith, you know, putting into this team. And right now, these 2 teams are actually holding exactly the same lineup for AG, what they did in the Challenger Cup, which helped them to win that runner-up. And today, they are just sending the same group.
Let's wait and see. On the other side, AG, if they make it to take the victory today, is going to be their 8th final in the history of the club. that is going to be a gigantic step, because that's going to put them right over there with these other gigantic clubs that we have in this competition.
And speaking to Hero, just like what you mentioned, when they're in the winner's bracket, they are holding 100% winning rate getting into the final, and whenever they make it to the final, they will grab the champion. So that's some data that input into Hero this team. It's
Finals,
really interesting
five cups, right?
Yeah.
5 finals, 5 cups. Well, they are going to have to just beat AG today. And coming to that, it's not going to be an easy fit, because everyone right now from AG, I just saw them downstairs just while they were preparing. Everyone just looks so focused. I didn't have an opportunity to see the Nanjing.Hero players, but when I went through the room where the AG players were prepping, it was just completely on.
Yeah, and I mean, like, AG, they are really into the game right now, and we know that they are dominating the game.
All right, let's wait and see what's going to happen in this game.
At least now it seems like it's time to come face to face with your fear. I'ma come out swinging when they open the gate. Go ahead, call passion, I'm calling it rage. I'm taking what's mine like I already own it. Watch but don't blink, going here's to the moment. Here's to the moment.
"大家好，我是殷凯，欢迎来到世冠的比赛现场。重新起航的银河战舰和英雄归来的金陵少年相聚胜者组决赛，他们将在今天争夺第1个世冠的决赛名额。到底谁能拿到第1张通往总决赛的门票呢？首先，让我们欢迎成都 AG 超晚会。
Let's put our hands together. Let's welcome Chengdu.AG.
Just watching the way how they're walking through it, and watching the way how they're making it right now in this final of the winner bracket. They got the first spot by beating Wolves back into the group stage, and right now being undefeated so far in knockout stage and make it to the final of the winners bracket.
Can they seal the deal? Can they really make it all the way through? Right now, the boys in red and black are gonna have to perform their best, because on the other side, we have a gigantic club that knows how to make it to the finals, knows how to seal the deal, knows how to take the trophies. Nanjing.Hero.
It is not going to be an easy game, both for AG and also for Nanjing.Hero. We know that Hero sharing that kind of unique Hero form. They're always going to strike their enemies with such a unique drop. And so do I believe today they're going to bring out something surprising, something new, and just light the arena up.
There might be some surprises. Already the day started with a very big splash. Beijing Weibo taking that victory over the Wolves. Maybe right now we're gonna keeping surprising everyone, and Nanjing.Hero might just seal the deal and make it first to the final.
I mean, they already set the bar very, very high. The tension's already been here, and everyone is just yelling out because they know this is going to be the first ticket getting to the final to be decided after today's matchup, and only one team shall stand after tonight.
One team is going to make it to the finals, is going to make the ticket straight up into Chengdu. And the other one is going to have to still take one more game tomorrow. Nobody wants that game tomorrow. You want to seal the deal right now. You want the ticket. You want to get some extra hours of sleep, some extra hours of practice. Because the way that Weibo played tonight, it could be a very, very big problem tomorrow.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Weibo already grabbed several victories, right, at the lower bracket. So definitely they are really in the zone right now. So whoever lost the game tonight will play against Weibo tomorrow. And for the winner, actually the best thing about winning this first ticket is that you can have one extra day to prepare for that final.
It is a different way how Hero and AG made it all the way here until this finals of the upper bracket, right? Hero taking the second place in the KPL qualifiers. They're coming in second under Weibo in the group stage. Quarterfinals, they beat RW 4-3, and in the semis, they played against KSG again all the way until 7 games.
Yeah, and I mean, for AG on the other side, they won the first place of Group A and by beating Wolves at that time through the tiebreaker, and 4-0 against one team, and then 4-3 against Wolves. So definitely both teams are actually played those ultimate battle in the previous days.
I was discussing with Get this yesterday, right? The intensity of the games that both Wolves and AG have had compared to the other teams, compared to Beijing Weibo, compared to Nanjing.Hero, really makes a big difference, right? Because AG has not had a chance to defeat anyone else, but has to defeat the champions of this year. Wolves took 2 trophies this year, and they had to beat them both in the qualifiers. They had to beat them both in the group stages, and they had to beat them again in semis.
Yeah, exactly. And each game 1 point ahead. You know, slight difference, just showing that AG already beat their nightmare. And also another fun fact about AG is that their ultimatum's result kind of be jinxed, because in the previous years they never won any game when they're going into the ultimate battle. They lost the ultimate battle several times.
Whoa.
But check that when they play Wolves, they just beat the nightmare. Not only about the Wolf, but also what we call the ultimate battle.
It is going to be difficult for AG because when they come into these stages, normally they might just change the way that they have been performed. Someone would say that it's just the stress and the nerves start kicking in. But whoever that is saying that, they don't know that AG has made it to the finals so many times. Some people, some players in here are just gigantic icons of our game. Subi-Chong just winning the gold medal for the Asian Games this year. And Kat, the support, was the KIC2023 MVP, winning trophies with multiple clubs. These 2 members of AG are gonna have to carry the team if they really want to break this.
I totally agree with you. Xu Bichen is definitely the core player from AG's side, and Cat can be seen as the brain of AG because he used to play the mid laner, and he just made his reputation in the Honor of Kings by playing all of those mid laners. But after he rotated his position into the support, he hasn't got any title as the champion when he's playing in the support position.
It is interesting because I remember Kat from when he used to play with QG Happy, right? I remember Kat has always been one of those players that, even though he was the mid laner, he always played as an assassin, and he was always the loudest man in the team. So right now that he's playing support and that he does not have that big of a challenge in terms of mechanics, that the bar just lower a little bit for him, maybe right now this leadership role is going to fit better to what his personality is.
Yeah, because he is definitely the shot caller from AG right now, due to his years experience to the game. You know,
Such a long time.
And I mean, like, he already made his name into KIC and also into HOK. So definitely everyone is relying on this support. And you can see when he's playing some aggressive support, for example, Lumber pick or Zip pick, or even like IR pick. On the top of Xu Bichen, he's always going to be the shot caller and tell them what to do exactly. I mean, precisely tell them what's going to be the next step.
2 very experienced players, right? Like we just talked about Kat a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about Subi-Chong on the other side, right? Like Subi-Chong is going to be one of those players that started his career extremely young.
Yeah.
I remember baby Subi-Chong when he was like 17 years old, and he just started playing for Black Ananas. When he used to play for BA, I remember that he had a lot of people around him that really helped him out to become the player that he is right now. 770, SK, Juju, people like that that really nurture him into the big boy that he's right now. Right now, he's not a child no more, and he's been playing this for a long time. And if he wants to really take one more trophy for him in this gigantic 2023, he's gonna have to really rely on Cat.
I feel like, you know, all of those audience are actually accompanying with him about his growth. Years right now in HOK. And just like you mentioned, it seems like it didn't match about his, speaking to his mechanics and to his age. He's still really young, and actually yesterday was his birthday. 22nd birthday, and including their jungler, Zhongyi, right now we are seeing him on the screen. They are actually born at exactly the same day.
What?
26th of December, and yesterday they just had their birthday, and I would say the biggest matchup take place right now, and it's gonna be the first match, right? They play in a totally new age.
Wouldn't this be like an amazing birthday present for the two of them?
Yeah.
Just taking the ticket straight up into the 2023 KIC finals.
Exactly, for the future me.
That would be really nice. On the other side, from Hero, we have people that they have already taken trophies. We have people that already know what it is to be in a final, what it is to win. Shinhan, No Fear, and Joku, all the three of them with 2 trophies already. They are part of that second gold generation of Hero. Can they repeat that?
I still remember that golden time for Hero, which was the springtime of 2021, because the 3 players that you mentioned, they participated into the final, and they brought it to the 4-3, the ultimate battle. And back in that time, Joku was actually the marksman player. After that, and he just changed his position, and right now he's being the support. So definitely both support are really, really experienced, and they used to play like different core positions. That might be the biggest advantage for both teams.
Is that going to put the spotlight on the supports and just to see how they can help their whole composition, how they can provide vision, how they can provide initiation? This is going to be a battle in between what's going to happen on the top. You mentioned a lot how we need to put our spotlight on the top. What is going to be coming out from that Shenran and Xinheng battle?
I feel like Shenran is just go with some normal tank picks maybe. And instead they're trying to like Zhongyi to pick some assassins. But on the other side for Xinheng, I will name Irie, I will name Florentino, this kind of new AOV hero. He's the few top players that the team would be so favorable to give him the priority, use the AOV hero.
Let's wait and see what's going to happen. The BP for game 1 already on its way. We have already the first bans and the first picks. Prince of Landlane is going to be out. And then clearly, we're not going to have Butterfly from the other side. Never going to be out there. But I can see there's going to be Cafeni at least. So Cafeni and
Flames.
Yeah, both of them are out there.
Both open, and right now AG is going for this Cafeni pick. I feel like they are saving the card because due to the statistics, Shibuchen played more Slames than that Cafeni pick. But still, first game, Cafeni can do great laning power than Slames. And it made me feel like AG is trying to overwhelm a hero by using a really explosive composition for game 1.
Let's wait and see. Cafeni, we can see a pick of almost 36%. If it is out there, people's going to take it. We saw it in the previous game today, right? In the previous game between Weibo and Wolves. That Cafeni performance can really just take the whole control of the game.
Yeah, and that also means AG might just highlight their bottom lane for game 1. Because actually this specific patch quite highlight the marksman position a lot. But because the marksman need time to farm up a little bit more, so basically these two teams are wait till their marksman to have enough power. But the thing is, Hero, they're just gonna stand there and wait for it. But for AG, they're always gonna be really proactive and just feeding Shibuchen with all of the resources, try to let him to get ahead of the other side of the marksman and just close out the game within 20 minutes.
Most of the times can just fix it with mechanics, right? Like even if the game comes down to everyone just equal gold, equal items, in terms of mechanics, the way that he can really see those little gaps to deal damage is what's going to be the trend for this match. It's going to be difficult for Aohan on that Lady Sun to really get rid of that Cafeni.
Especially Lady Sun in this patch has been debuffed because she cannot save her mobility anymore, no more dash. So she needs to activate his first ability instantly and try to tumble out. So that might be the biggest debuff due to this Lady Sun.
Lady Sun and General is going to be the companion. It's going to be the couple that we're going to see over there at the bottom for Nanjing.Hero. That General and Lady Sun has become a very traditional composition in this KIC, and they're going to be facing a cat with Sun Bin, and it's going to be Subi Chong on that cacophony.
I feel like Sun Bin pick is not only trying to protect the cacophony because Sun Bin is a little bit weak speaking to the help during the laning. Instead, AG is trying to form a really well-rounded composition.
Right.
You can see great initiation from Yixin, right? And also the error tolerance can be seen from Sun Bin's second skill. At the same time, the tankiness can be done by this Kaiser. So to me, AG's composition is much more solid than Hero's.
They're passing the ball straight up to Subi Chong for him to be taking the shots.
True.
Like Chongqing is just gonna be utility. He's just gonna become a tank. Come in, suck in some damage. Can he initiate on one person? Probably yes, maybe not. No Fear on the other side. When we analyze the junglers, No Fear is the one that's gonna have the very big responsibility of trying to find Subi Chong's position.
And especially he's playing Jin for game 1. I know that No Fear is also very familiar with this Jin pick. He made so many highlights in his career, and what really surprised me a little bit more is that they are picking out Baiqi for Xinghen in game 1. I never think that Baiqi could appear in game 1 since still a lot of heroes are available for him. So to me, it seems like Hero tried to build up a really explosive composition, and they're trying to do it head-to-head against AG, and at the same time try to save some cards for Xinghen.
I do believe that what they're trying to do is just to save some cards. They need to save some cards. They know that Chengdu.AG is the one that has the pressure to take the victory on this one since they're taking the AOV marksman. So they are the ones that have the pressure of taking the victory here. They have the blue side and they have the AOV marker. Like, they have to do that. So on the other side, Xinghen might be just thinking about, do I really want to use both Jing and Lian Po together in this game? If they do not win, that might be very painful for them.
Yeah, so I feel like, you know, for game 1, Hero is trying to highlight their double course and just let Xinghen to bring in some initiations. So definitely Xinghen will rotate to the mid in quite an early stage and just let Jin to pick up all of those minions on the top and try to accelerate Jin's farming pace and let No Fear to take that Shibuchin down.
The coaches are going to shake hands, and that's going to set us up for the beginning of this game. This is going to be game 1 between AG and Hero. This is the final of the upper bracket. The winner of this BO7 is going to make it straight to Chengdu, where they're going to have the final on December the 30th. And the loser of this match is going to be facing Beijing Weibo tomorrow.
The trophy, the ticket, I mean the glory is right in front of them. They just need one more huge victory, help them to securing the spot getting to Chengdu. And right now you really need to have your very best to participate in such a hyper-competitive rivalry.
It is a big push. It is a very, very big push. But the fans are here. This Baoan Stadium is filled. There are no empty seats. And I know that we're gonna hear them roar for their players.
And I know that the Rumble is here, and we know the first game of our final of the winner bracket is right on the corner.
It's gonna be AG on the blue, and it's going to be Hero on the red. Game 1. I'm your caster, Isaac Peña.
I'm your caster, Nora, and let's just give it to our crowd.
You can feel it. It is not even a matter of hearing it. You can feel it. Your bones tremble with the sound, with the how loud the fans are being tonight.
I feel like the anxiety is already being up in the air. And right now we can see both players are actually really head-to-head. Not only at the bottom lane, but also in the jungle. And Hero will take the first hand. A bomb Kaiser. Can they? But Kaiser grab that blue ball and just escape away in a swift way.
Now look at that, they want to go on the counter. Right now the first blood is going to be for Senra. He takes the first one, but it's going to be Iggy, the one that takes him back. Now Sihan needs to flash away, but still going to fall.
And I mean, yeah, the support, what we called, used to be the main laner, just flashed and made that last normal attack landing on Xinghe. Give it as they want to trade.
Good start. This is gonna be the way that we're gonna be playing. They knew that Zhongyi's Kaiser was going to be a little bit weak on that level 1, and they came in with everything. Sadly for them, they tried, but they weren't able to win.
They came in with everything, but they go away with nothing. Because after the skirmishes happened in AG side, we can see AG already went through their hardest time. Because level 1 is the weakest stage for AG, but after this, everyone will be fine.
Oh, Bell's damage just lacking a little bit, no? Like he just needed a little bit more love on that Kaiser, and Kaiser would have just fallen. The first blood is gonna go for AG, and they go with an advantage of 2 against 1 still.
And I mean, even better for AG is that Alien got the first blood, and also Baichi on the other side has been taken down. So Shuren will secure the upper hand on the top side. No worry for the top side, and AG can just strengthen more at their bottom.
That Flux takes him out. So 3 against 2, but look at Chansheng, he's got a good position.
You can see Hero's positioning and also the opening that Hero did is really well designed, and it seems to be a snap engagement. 2 members has been caged in, and Iggy is trying to doing those bombs, and another one! That was really close.
Subi-chan just proccing his ulti, forcing everyone to Hero just to go back. The mirror domain comes in, is going to force Allen to use his ulti to run away.
I feel like Hero's vibe is a little bit different. I feel like the game 1, they're trying to make it as a quick game. Yeah. But due to their previous matchup, actually Hero is really slow. I mean, their winning rate is quite slow before the 20 minutes mark, but just raised to up to like 75% of the winning rate after the 20 minutes mark.
Can they push it all the way until after 20 minutes though?
I don't know, maybe Hero is trying to suffocate AG in quite an early stage.
Yeah, of course, like if they know that the winning rate just completely spikes at that moment, the matter is just to finish this game early. Do not force it to the Tempest Dragon. That might be the key for winning this. Xinghe is trying to lure Shuren to come out. No Fear does not have any time for this, comes in, cleans the wave, and starts the rotation. This bottom lane, a lot of pressure Alhan is suffering from Subi-chan.
Because he's carrying the red buff. That's the bad thing when you're at the blue side, right? You can always let your marksman to have the red buff in quite an early stage, and then just rotate frequently. You can cause slowdown and at the same time true damage.
One of the reasons why this Kaiser pick was done. Kaiser does not need that much gold, right? Like why not going to just farm around the Kaiser, allowing Caffeine just to take control of that red buff. Poor Zhongyi won't have a lot of gold nor items this game.
And I mean, another thing about AG is that each game, when they got the first blood, the winning rate up to 84%. So that take them at the 2nd place among all teams.
8 out of 10, every 8 out of 10 games is going to be a win for AG when they take that first blood.
True.
No Fear wants to turn things around, comes in to check on the buff. He's going to be surrounded by 2 members. He has broke his mirror domain. It's going to be Bell poking in multiple times. The Invincible Warrior taken extremely low, and he's the one that's going to claim that.
And right now it's going to be AG's turn. You're wasting your abilities, so why not just chasing in? But Jin, use the mechanics to try to escape away. That's the ulti. Broke him down, and Shubi just had no way to retreat.
Look at that, right now it's going to be a Hero, the one that they're going to put pressure on that mid lane turret, taking it to 50% of its HP. Shubi-chan make all the way from the bottom lane all the way until the other side to the top. just to come and claim that kill.
You can see like how tight it was, the coordination in AG. After they spot out that No Fear was actually in their own jungle, everyone just crowded to the top side and trying to aid their junglers. And also, the burst out damage is what Hero lacked in the early stage. I mean, Iggy can be really powerful in the early game, but who's gonna clean up the battlefield, right? You can't rely on Jin, because Jin only got one small item right now.
Yeah, Jin right now does not have the damage, does not have the gold. And it is a very big problem for Hero if No Fear starts falling again and again. We know that it's gonna be the main carry in this whole game.
They can't take it, they can't take the loss, but here's the flash! Flash into those first attempts. It's going to get another LC. Subichen is on slot.
Subichen one more time comes in and takes No Fear down. He does not want to push this to the late game, and the pressure is right now on for Nanjing.Hero. AG completely murdering everything happening here.
I mean, AG is solely get whole control of the map, and everyone is going to play around Subichen that easy, but it's still gonna be enough. Right now, Captain is trying to take down the milling tower. It's gonna be easy take, and then just trying to retreat. Jin won't allow that to happen, and try to get in, crack him out, and Captain being shut down by Hero.
Now look at that, Alhan is gonna be facing two members from AG. He's going to run them back, but look at that in the mini screen. More and more kills. It's going to be No Fear, the one that's going to trade in there.
0-2 trade. And even the milling tower is still standing for Hero, though it has been taken extremely low, but then Hero can actually push him back and take the milling tower from AG for the first time.
AG might be taking the kills, but right now Nanjing.Hero is taking the turrets and is pushing the minion waves out, allowing them vision and control over the resources.
I feel like Hero is different. I mean, like, they definitely changed their strategies, and I mean, like, they are not trying to compete AG with those microing. Instead, they're just trying to fight against AG, because we know that AG is a great team fight play team, right? Because of Cat, and he can always engage at a precisely nice moment. And right now, Hero is just being really powerful and just trying to initiate all the time, locking AG down.
It is looking like we have a game right now, and we love that. Right now, I would say it's a 50-50. Things started looking a little bit grim at the beginning for Hero, right? But after this fight, things turned around. Already a 2,000 gold for them, and 2,000 gold advantage, and they've got the Vanguards.
And especially the 2,000 gold lead were put on the double course from Hero side. And AG, everyone is giving up their resources and feed their marksman. So actually that just put all of those acts into one basket, which will be Subichen's Cacophony, right? They need to make sure that Cacophony is going to be secured throughout the team fight.
No Fear is waiting in the bush. He's gonna be spotted. Chongqing gets eyes on him. The red buff comes out, and we have a very big 5v5 right here in the red side.
And I feel like Hero's ready right now, because Baishi already be in a quite nice positioning and just cause those hustle to AG. It's pretty much
Second
like
ability just puts the red buff away, right?
Yeah, makes them harassment, and also he's doing those psychological plays. Standing in front of you, you don't know when it's gonna be the time for me to break my ulti.
AG was able to protect that red buff, but they lost their own blue. Right now, it's going to be difficult for them. They need to try to keep building around Subichen. Subichen does not have an advantage, and on the other side, it's actually Aohan, the one that has 1,000 gold on top of him.
I mean, before that team fight, before Cacophony been taken down, he always win the upper hand. But check this genre, right? Joku is always sticking to Aohan's Cacophony and using his passive and just build up Aohan's gold.
As my friend Get would say, that's the ATM strat. Just come in, get the gold, and then move away.
Yeah, money-making machine.
Money-making machine. Almost 10 minutes. 10 more seconds until we're gonna have the Dark Tyrant and the Dark Overlord on the map. Jin taking full control of the top lane. The top lane is going to be the biggest problem for AG, because right now we have a Jin that is very mobile, taking control of that. They do not have the numbers, they do not want to engage. Whose dragon is it going to be? Kaiser is going to claim it.
It's going to be a dragon trade. Hero goes for the Vanguards, I would say both teams got what they want. Because AG tried to empower more by granting the Tyrant buff, and instead for Hero, the only thing they want to do is just take down Tigra Tower.
Look at that, Jing. He's going to take a 1v1. He's going to have to proc and run away. His mirror domain is not going to be enough. Alan is going to take him down.
I mean, this is the turning point for AG again, granting from that Tyrant buff and just allowing Alien to do great damage toward that Jin and make this solo happen. He even suffering from 2,000 gold deficit before this skirmish happened. And look what he did, right? Flashed over the wall and got a clean kill.
No Fear thought that he got the mechanics to win that 1v1 fight. The problem is that Alan's ulti, right? Like in the moment that Alan procs his ult, just gets so much time. Allows him really just to suck in so much damage. And then no damage coming in from No Fear. It was really a very big problem for him.
And I feel like initially, No Fear didn't really want to compete Shenren. Really don't want to confront him at the top lane. He just wants to clean out the minions. So actually Shenren just dash in and make those snap skirmish against that No Fear.
AG waiting in the bush.
Oh, it's a really interesting positioning. And I think that might be the plan set by Cat.
No one wanted to go and face check that bush.
Yeah.
They knew that there was trouble just waiting for them in there.
Like the sixth sense for Hero right now. They do have the sensation about that. And especially speaking to that turning point after No Fear has been taken down, Hero lost the vision control around the riverside, which caused a huge problem to this team. Because again, if they really want to marching forward, they also need to protect their own marksman, which will be this Lady soon.
That is true. The blue buff is spawns, and it's going to be 5 seconds for that red. Already, Nanjing.Hero got positions in there. Now Sunbin tries to check that bush, trying to find where everyone is. They do not have eyes on No Fear, and that turret is going to fall after.
And this is really interesting because we need to put the ulti from Cat from the Sunbin on the spotlight. There's a lot of initiation we can see from heroes, but all of those heroes are a little bit afraid of that silence caused by Sunbin's ulti.
Yes, exactly. The time lapse. That time lapse followed by a time flux. It is just like a tank straight coming into your face.
And also, if Jin dash in or Baichi jumping in, they are a little bit worried about those soft control abilities. It's just gonna kind of slow them down a little bit more, but the timing matters a lot when you're doing those, intensive team fight.
13 minutes. Right now it's going to be the moment for Hero just to try to push in, control the waves. 30 seconds for the Overlord. Nothing to try to engage, no reason why to engage into a battle right now. They just need to control the waves and try to really find that bottom opening. Now that's going to be bad. See, the dead side comes in, but he's taking so much damage. He's going to resurrect thanks to Shenren. He's going to fall one more time, but no one has an option for Ohan. He's dealing damage the same as it is happening on the other side.
And right now the battle is still keeping on. It's going to be a solo on the other side from Jin and this Alien. Alien is trying to take that Jin down, but Jin escaped away. And in the main arena, AG already did a lot of kills upon Heroes members. 2 members already fell down, and no fit, no way for him to go. Still denied, and right now it's going to be a 0-3 trade. AG totally pushed back and slash on Hero.
They found Baichi, they found the Red Reaper in the blue buff area. They initiated on him, and the resurrection, that clear vital ability coming in from Joku, what had to be given for Xinghe. And that was a problem because they need to save that resuscite, like they need to save that relief just for someone else.
And also, I would say how patient it was that we can see from AG, right? How patient they are. Just waiting for the right moment. And we mentioned about the ulti from Sunbin. We mentioned about the second skill about Sunbin. It's going to be a great mashup for them to do this snap engagement and use Ishi's ulti, cage in, and did such a beautiful pushback.
And it is one of those heroes that as the time passes, they just get bigger and bigger and stronger, right? The shorter that the cooldown becomes for Sunbin, the bigger, the more items that he has, and the more damage that he can suck in, makes him a very vital hero for this AG composition.
Because the efficiency would be totally different. Well, after these kind of team fight happen, AG will have a higher opportunity to play against Hero because they can just like rolling in and rolling out in a quite easy way. But for Hero, only one chance is given to this team. The only match that they can initiate will be by his ulti, and it went so nicely. But Kaiser utilizing the movement boost and even moderation recovery, and then even find that Jin out. Jin was denied from the battlefield, and AG is really slotting Hero.
It is not working. Look at that. It's going to be already a 4 against 2 for this high ground turret. And that Vanguard is looking extremely healthy. Can they protect it? Can AG really go for the push? And they want to push.
And IME still with the goal deficit. And you can see how fearlessly that AG is playing right now. Not even being so daunted by Hero, and 4 people remaining here. Only 1 member from Hero side. It's gonna be Bane 1 and Vanguard already in the crystal. Double kill already given to Shubi-Chen. Congratulations for AG gaining the first point.
AG takes the first victory in this best of 7 in an amazing fashion. They saw themselves against the ropes. They used those ropes to bounce back, and they take the first up.
And you can see how patient that AG was in game, right? They still suffering the deficit till the crystal has been taken down. But you can see everyone just being so nimble and being tight coordinated within that Sun Bin pick. And everyone just totally play like one hero.
Yeah, like in that last fight, Kaiser comes in and he sucks in all the abilities coming from Nanjing.Hero. Time flux was vital for him as well, right? Like he comes in, takes in the abilities, all the damage is coming on himself, but he can retake back the HP because of the coordination with his squad.
And the positioning that AG were at the last team fight is kind of just teasing Hero a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because they are pressuring on the top side and they are exposing their vision to Hero side, telling them, all right, we are here. But the detail was that only Kaiser has been spotted by Hero. So just making Hero feel like, all right, the Kaiser was alone on the top side.
Yes.
You may step into our side. But the problem is that AG, the rest of them are actually waiting for that kind of thing happen.
They just completely took the bait that AG put out there.
Yeah.
They lured them out with the Kaiser, and then after that, the counter attack at full speed, trying to find their backliners. They did not have the items to stand up, and right now it's going to be an advantage for AG. On the other hand, for Hero, they take this defeat. It's only the first game, and probably they're gonna move down to the blue side for the game 2.
True, and also they can grab those Caffeine pick or Slim's pick because we know that Aohan is one of the cores from Hero side. Yeah. So definitely they may give the ball, give the AOV Hero to Aohan and try to let him to lead the team.
It might be. I do not know. I don't see it happening since AG is going to move to the red. So the 3 bans are going to be out there. Like it's going to be Butterfly, Caffeine, and Slims. Probably what they can try to do is just right now Nanjing.Hero can just give the ball and then just take either a Prince of Landlin pick. The victory for Chengdu.AG. Look at the data. Like when you analyze the numbers, Shubi-Cheng 7-1-4. There was no way to stop that Caffeine.
He only died once, and that was the scene happened in the melee, right? After they push back a little bit, and they are a little bit rushing to it. But after that, Shubi-Chen is being extremely cautious about his position during the team fight. And also, I want to highlight Shenra, because the turning point was that Alien solo against Jin and take him down.
No Fear didn't have the opportunity to win that battle. He really just squared up, wanted just to throw punches, but he did not have like the spice on that fist to really take that Allen down.
I feel like the idea about how Hero is building up their composition, also how they execute in the early stage was quite nice. I feel like everything is being well designed. But you can see after it has been kind of like effective.
Yes.
And they are not trying to solidify their advantage.
Yeah, right. Like they had a little advantage and they were unable just to kind of like ride that wave. Like if you already have a little bit advantage, just try to keep pushing in there. You already created the hardest part. It was just to get that little crack. But after that, they were they were not able just to keep making the right decisions. I think that there were a couple mistakes coming in from Nanjing.Hero that gave the game away for AG.
I totally agree with you. And also, I would say one of the fact maybe is something we call mindset to a hero. Because we know that the draft and also the early game setting was done by the head coach. So everything just went so well, just stick with their own plan. But as you can see, after they are going later and later into the game, kind of they just lost their
everything just became chaotic. Like it was just total chaos. They did not have a clear plan of what they wanted to do after that. They just knew that they had to fight, and then they just saw someone to fight, and they just throw all the abilities on top of that person.
Yeah, and I mean, like, fight is only one of the matches that help you to win out your opponents, right? It's not the ultimate goal for you in game. And AG totally know that. So after they're being the deficit, they are just holding it on and just wait. And even that one, do you remember that scene? They are hiding in the mid bush, trying to make a really nice counterattack against Hero. Because they're
all
not
the way to
rushed.
5,000 gold advantage for Nanjing.Hero.
Yeah.
How do you take a 5,000 gold advantage already in minute 13 of the game and they just squandered it like that?
I don't know. I mean, that is the biggest problem for Hero today. And if they can't solve it in a really quick time, that might lead it to a really difficult situation.
You mentioned about the timings, right? You mentioned about the fact that for Hero they need to push it all the way after the 20 minutes mark.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, AG has the best winning rate in between the 10th and 15th minute.
I mean, the data never lies, right? The data never lies. So, I mean, like, speaking to the pace in Game 1, I was a bit surprised about how Hero did in the early game. Just totally overturned my stereotype towards the team. But again, it seems like they are not able to solidify the game. So what about choosing some late game playstyle?
Maybe, yeah.
Just back to the comfort zone in Game 2.
Maybe that would be a good option. MVP for this game, Chengdu.AG, Subichong. That's 7-1-4. It's an amazing and beautiful KDA. Great way to start this game for him.
Especially check out this missed damage percentage. Up to 39.4% of the damage was dealt by the only marksman from AG side. That what we call the best, like the precious marksman from AG.
I think that in this moment, like Subichong just showed to everyone the way that he wanted to play the game. Very early, very early in this matchup, and he just playing very aggressive, flashing forward, going in. He does not use his flash to really just run away. He uses his flash just to go straight up in front of you and then take you down.
Even more scary is that he's still growing, and I would say his play style is slightly different than what he did in like the spring season.
Yes, exactly.
After he played in the 19th Asian game, actually his playstyle has been solidified a lot, and we've seen that back into the Challenger Cup, which brought them into the final.
Can you imagine that he has played 3 different metas this year?
Yeah, and even like of the second half this year, like maybe after August.
Yes.
Till now, he adjusted into 3 different patches. And I mean, like, it's totally different patches, not like, have those small differences.
No, it's just almost 3 completely different understandings, right?
True.
And that is a very big challenge for any kind of player. And right now he comes in and he can still be at the top of his game even after the 3rd one. That's something for us to applaud.
And I mean, that's something called talent. We need to admit it, right? And this is the talent, this is the potential that we can see from this player. And also, we need to mention, after few days that the Challenger Cup's final ended up, AG is able to put it into those scrims and try to learn this new patch. But on the other hand, for Hero, they didn't participate in the Challenger Cup, so actually they got a longer preparation that AG did for this patch.
All right, Subichong, your birthday present is that MVP for this Game 1. Game 1 is done, Game 2 is on its way right after the break.
Blue team has slain. slain. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Fabulous. Blue team has Blue team killing spree. Red team has slain an enemy.
We are back. Game 2 is about to start. AG right now with a 1-0 advantage. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. I was just double checking here on the heroes, and it was not that strong a loss in terms of hero picks for Nanjing.Hero.
And I would say for this game, they'd better to stay at the blue side,
Yep.
which can help them to grab at least one Captain pick or one Slims pick, or they can give the ball to Xinghen since he got Mayin, he got Alien, he got Florentino. A lot of picks are actually available for these two players.
Let's wait and see what's going to happen in this second BP. I am certain that the coaches know that this is not going to be a 4-0. It is very, very rare that you make it to semifinals or to make it to the upper bracket final that you finish in a 4-0. So they're going to be very meticulous on what the decisions are in terms of hero picks.
And that's something to the draft, right? So definitely Hero need to grab some powerful hero. And at the same time, if they really can't close out the game in quite an early stage, what about just going for the late game? Because again, due to the statistics, they got such a higher winning rate after the 20 minutes. But on the other side for AG, after 20 minutes, it's like their winning rate just dropped down to like 33% of the winning rate.
Nah, 33% is not a number that you want to be seeing. That's not okay.
Yeah. And I mean, like before 20 minutes, that was up to 60% winning rate. That's really high.
Let's wait and see. Look at that. Caffeine, Butterfly, and Prince of Lightning are gonna be gone. So that Slim's gotta be the option.
Here we go. That's what we're talking about, right? Give the ball to our hand and just pair up with some hero like Zhang Fei or some hero like can do those protections to the Slims.
But we have seen that this Gyro pick has been the option every single time that we have Slims on the other side, right? Because both of them have long reach. It's true, Slims might be able to be a little bit more mobile and might be moving around a lot more. But if Subi-chan can really lock into that Slims and keep just poking again and again and again with the Sun Chaser, just giving it even more reach, Slims might just get off the game very early.
Yeah, and I mean, like besides that, besides the power doing the solo for between both marksmen, another fact is that they already predict that hero might pair the Slims up with this Zhang Fei pick, and Zhang Fei is a great protective hero by using the second skill and grant his teammates a shield. But we know that the passive to this Gyro can actually easily ignoring your shield granting and just take true damage against your hero.
Wait and see what's going to happen. Bell is going to be using that Princess Frost just to create a safe area for that Slims to move around, just holding to that AoE, trying to push everyone around, push everyone away in the terms of Chengdu.AG. As long as people are not all together and Aohan can try to use his Flying Spear to find the position where Gyro is, they will still have a good opportunity.
Because he actually can complete the CC, right?
Yeah.
Princess Frost with this Zhang Fei. It seems like Hero never forgot their main playstyle, which will be the team fight. And they know that they are already built up those big image about the team fight.
Second round of bans. No Lumber and no Zhuangzi.
I like this Zhuangzi ban because they are just taking it down and let AG go no cleanse, no purify at all. And AG, their composition so far is a little bit squishy, but at the same time being really powerful if they got enough gold. So that's gonna be the mechanics that we can see from AG side.
Tun. So if it is gonna be Tun and Majin, they have initiation, they have tankiness, but they need to have someone to really protect Gyro. They need a strong option in there.
Aya in such an early stage. I mean, Aya can be really nice if AG play those mobile marksmen because they use that Aya
but
and
not a Gyro.
Yeah, not a Gyro.
Not a Gyro. You might just get destroyed. All your options if they would be that Gyro.
And a Nat. I do like the Nat pick because actually Cat, he used this a Nat before and within 100% winning rate. He used it twice. And a Nat can be played in several, like diverse ways. He can break out his ultimate and just cage in everyone, block them away. And also when the team members are standing in his range of ulti, they can gain immunity.
Well, so finding the right moment to proc that ulti. That ulti is not initiation. That ulti is just going to be an opportunity for them to allow Subi-chan to keep dealing damage. The ult initiation that is going to be coming in comes down to Shiranui, Tun, and Majin.
Yeah, I mean, like usually you can see a Nat playing that way, and Cat, you know, that's one fun fact about this player. Because several times I've seen him just flash in, break the ulti, and try to do the engagement.
I told you, man is built different.
Yeah.
A man is built different. He really just has this jungler assassin spirit. He has a spirit of someone that really wants just to take the fight. Man does not want to take no minions. The man wants to take the kills.
And I mean, he's really confident about the overall vision control. You know, I actually heard one player said once that when he's playing against Cat, he feel like they are kind of peaked by Cat. Because he's kind of like play at a third perspective and just observing everything right now happen, even without the vision.
That is something that I really like. That I really like about him. Like I really like the fact that he can come in and really look at the whole field, and that kind of information is so vital when you're in such an interesting and very difficult game like this one. Like the information that you can give to your teammates is going to be vital.
Exactly, and even better is that whenever they spot one enemy out, they will recite the path, they will recite the route, and try to anticipate what's gonna be the next movement from the other side.
Enemy
Alright,
minions will
game
arrive in
2.
5
Right now we're going
seconds.
to change sides. Nanjing.Hero is going to be on the blue, and Chengdu.AG is going to be on the red. They do not want to push this to a 2-0. That might be too hard for them to come back.
Exactly, so Hero really need to hold themselves together right now. The cheering is here, the flags is waving, and also the mascot of Hero, this club, is standing there.
I love that mascot.
Yeah.
That mascot is just like really makes me feel, really get into the feeling.
Oh, but it almost to be the first blood, and it hand over to Shubichan the Garo in such an early stage.
It's gonna be Shubichan taking the victory, taking the kill on a level 1, and he's taking it in the best way possible. Just with the pokes, not even with the second ability on. Just come in, the long reach, poking again and again and again.
It hasn't been 1 minute, and you know what? AG did a lot of homework on Hero, because Hero did a unusual opening, which was the Sun Ce, right? No fear, was with this out hand at the very first minute and tried to gain the priority at the mid lane, at the bottom lane. But you can see 3 members were there at the bottom lane. Do you know why? Because last time when Hero used this trick at the very first time, that was the one they played against RW, and they did that the first blood. Take that early down before 1 minute, and AG already watched that game and definitely did the protection.
Oh gosh, this is not looking good for the boys. This is actually the worst way that this could have started. Like just like giving Garu a very late game hero at the first blood.
Especially Garo is one of those great counter-attack towards Flames during the laning, right?
Yeah.
And even empowered with the first blood, he can go much more go lead than this Flames and just poking him down.
Good thing for Nanjing.Hero is that Alhan is going to be taking control of that red buff. He will keep controlling that red buff, and he's going to just take it
Red team
a long
has
way.
slain an enemy.
One more time. Comes in, takes a second one. Things are not looking good. There's nothing, really nothing going for Nanjing.Hero right now.
Yeah, and I mean, after the jungler has been taken down twice in a row, AG can easily grab away those neutral monsters and try to accelerate their farming pace. And that's the biggest trouble, right? AG is quite a late game, or I mean mid-late game play composition, but gaining such a huge advantage before 5 minutes, that can just kind of help them to secure the Tyrant for the 4 minutes mark.
Shubichan knows that he has green light just to keep poking on that third. They got vision on all members from Nanjing.Hero. So Aman really does not care about anyone else.
He already got something beyond his own expectation in such an early stage, and it's gonna be those invasion that AG did right now. Tumble in into the blue buff jungle, and Hero tried to block away, but Dun is really tanky enough and just let him
He's
go.
gone! Suran got wheels and the man just runs away. Right now it's gonna be Sinho, the one that comes in to just finish protecting that. They had an opportunity to turn things around, but the damage wasn't enough. Look at that, he's gonna be stunned. He's gonna have to be Rampe with the ulti, trying to create a wall. Chanshan wants to get the opening, but he's not gonna be able to do that. Alhan extremely weak though.
I mean, the positioning, the initial try was really nice from Joku's Zhangfei, but the problem is he missed the target, and right now 3 members still be there. They are really into to get that Shubichan down.
They come in and they just come and control a little bit more the game. Look at that. It's going to be Alhan right now demonstrating why that Slane's pick has been so vital in this game. The AoE damage, Trung is taking extremely low. But it's going to be Maishin, and then what comes back and takes Sun Ce down. Alhan is taking extremely low. Chanshan comes in with a double kill.
Double kill, and this is going to be 1-3 trade. Hero Hero sacrificed 3 members of the fraction and tried for the Tyrant. And totally this teamfight is in favor of AG side.
Look at that. Right now it's gonna have to be the turret falling and it's gonna be control. Chengdu.AG has eyes on this red buff. They're gonna have to run away because Sun Tzu already got all his ult.
I mean, Hero do not want to take any step back.
No.
They just want to gain advantage that they're supposed to build up in the early stage. But as you can see, they're kind of lost about those endless team fight that they initially did, right? And if they really did that, AG can just be patient, just like what happened in game 1, and slowly to torturing Hero from now on.
They know that they need to try to create something. Waiting in the bush, no
Ambush.
fear, doesn't know that they're there, stumble in, comes back, take him back home because the man is gone.
I mean, this is totally went wrong with Hero right now. The tower dive went in such way. AG is on fire.
AG is on fire. The next target is gonna be Aohan. Slims is gonna be surrounded by a lot of members. The flash comes in, kicks in. He does not have an option because he's gonna be sent back home.
And right now, AG, they are setting the bar really high. They're starting to snowball right now. They can easily tear down all of those outer towers. But the problem is, I want to criticize on Hero's mechanics.
Yes.
Instead, I feel like they are kind of collapsed by AG. And the true fact is that, so far, AG did nothing beyond their previous performance.
Yeah, no,
They're just playing the usual way.
They're playing their usual way, but they're winning every single 50-50. Like, it cannot be possible that Sun Tzu comes into the blue buff, he does not have the vision, and then it's just demolished, immediately just evaporated from the map.
Exactly. So I would say it's not because AG did so well. I mean, they did pretty good, but this is the usual strong AG that we know. The problem is that what's wrong with Hero so far, right? It seems to be like they want to do it head-to-head, but after they fell down with the first tactics that they used, right? Make it as one, like 2 versus 1. At the very first minute, they lost the first blood against Chen, and then everything just went lost for Hero.
They better wake up because this strategy, this composition from Chengdu.AG is only gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger as the time passes.
True.
Slims might not be able to just be the only carry after the 15 minutes mark.
And I mean, the goal difference already being there. Garo got 1,000 goal lead against the Flames. And not even mention to the Mai, right? Mai can be so lethal to Hero side. Because again, they're playing around the Flames. But how can Flames dodge main, dodge Garo, dodge Mai, dodge Dun at the same time?
Nah, you cannot jump all around. Like, you might be a rabbit, but you do not have that much more mobility.
Yeah, you only got 2 legs.
You only have 2 legs and you can only jump once at the time. Look at that, Chanshan, one more time. He has eyes on Xinghen. Xinghen does not want to engage. He knows he does not have the upper hand against this gigantic Mai Shiranui.
So actually that just brought another topic to the table, is that Hero is quite suffering right now. Because when they're facing those deficits, the only thing come up into their mind is do the split push, right?
Yeah.
And who can carry that responsibility? That will be Cao Cao. But Cao Cao just being cut down by this Mai. Because again, due to the gold lead for this Mai, there's no way for Cao Cao to contest the Mai on the side lanes.
Aohan Slims already with 2 items. He does have some burst damage right now. But the problem is that they do not have, as a team, they do not have an advantage. The gold difference already in between the 2 of them coming to 5,500 gold. And it's not even 10 minutes of the game.
It has been 10 minutes, and we know that how great winning rate that AG held before the 15 minutes. Even close to the 80% of the winning rate. And still they got times, and because of the huge gap granted from the goal difference, they can easily get the whole map control, and they can just force Hero to back to their own high ground towers.
Alright, look at that. Sasa has eyes on them. Joku has a very good position, but they do not want to initiate. Majin's gonna clean the wave in the middle, and right now it's gonna be AG trying to poke, taking a little bit more of the HP from that turret, luring them in. Chanshan has a good moment from the flank. The fan comes in into Joku. nothing that they can do as it's going to be a second wave of minions coming in.
And if the minions still come in, and AG is
Red
playing a
team has
quite
destroyed a
nice
tower.
way. It's really smart for them to do so, because you can see they know they are not really rushing to take that two tower down.
Nope.
Instead, they're waiting for the next minions. But they are not just standing there and wait for the next waves. Instead, they're trying to poking down the HPs from Hero, and they know that the poking damage can easily be landed on those members from Hero.
Alhan protects his red buff. That is going to be the opening for AG. They need to try to control that red buff from Alhan. They need to deny that red buff, give Garo the advantage. Both of them already with Sun Chaser though.
Yes, this is the key fact about the whole game, right? This is the key fact. AG need to constantly deny that red buff from Slings.
Yes. And they haven't been able to do it yet.
Maybe they're waiting for this Tempest Dragon camp. It's gonna be another measure for them to force Hero to fight. Because Hero do not want to easily give it over to AG, and right now they're trying to gain the vision control, but the problem is that Jumpy just break out the ultimate, and one member has been controlled. It's been Nat breaking out his Nat and breaking out his ulti. He escaped away, but Dwayne just sacrificed himself into such a chaotic battlefield.
They came in and they thought that they could take Xinghan down. Xinghan has to proc his ult, takes in so much damage, and it was an opportunity for Nanjing.Hero right now to move out and go for that Tyrant.
I like it. I do like the way how Hero is pushing back. Because AG is trying to play around the camp, and they find a spot out. They found Xinghan, but Xinghan is baiting those members, just like what AG did to them in Game 1's last team fight.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna comment on the fact that Total needs to come in and try to suck in the damage to allow the opening. Like, there needs to be an opening for them to try to find Garo. They were able to take Trungi down. That was good for them. But taking Trungi down is not going to turn the tide.
True. I mean, like, from this kind of earning from this Dark Tyrant will only buy them time, and also buy them the room to, you know, expand their vision control. But mostly important is that take that Garo down. I feel like they're trying to make something happen. As you can see, the position is really different, but still one thing that they shouldn't forget is they're still suffering from the deficit of the gold, right? So they can't really get rushed into it, or they may collapse when they're confronting AG with a well-prepared positioning.
Well-prepared position is going to have to be. My Yin is going to clean the way from the bottom. That's going to give AG the opportunity to start this Overlord.
Still, I mean, the game is in favor of AG so far. They are hiding their visions and try to be such a great threat. Every time when Jumpy step in, they're just gonna poke in his HP down. It's the only tank that
It is the only tank, exactly.
Oh, check Sun's positioning. It seems like it's going to be another snap engagement. Sun's already be there.
It might be. Subi-chan is gonna have to flash away. Now he's got a great angle. They use all their abilities, and that Overlord is gonna have to be for AG. They do not have abilities right now, and they want to rush it.
A little bit disconnection was out there for Hero, because the position was really good. That was a really nice setup. But one man just get a hand on Garo and flash for flash. A little bit rushing to it, so they can't really achieve what they want. The big image.
They really want the opening. Like, they're trying their very best just to create that opportunity. But Garo's positioning is just so good. Now, good for them is that they forced that flash away from Subi-chan. That is going to go into a very long cooldown.
Yeah, and during this interval of this flash, actually Hero can make a lot of things happen. First is that they can do the sweat push, right? Before it, they're kind of suffocated by the Mai threat. But right now, check it. Sunsa can bring one side lane, and the same for this Cao Cao. So actually, they got side lane's advantage.
Wait and see. The big dragon is on its way, cleaning the way from one side, trying to push, trying to create a little bit more pressure. Nothing that Alhan can do right now more than just keep sending the spear around, trying to find someone in the bush.
I mean, Hero is waiting for those vanguards to be all claimed by themselves.
Yes.
They can't really rush in to make the team fight happen.
They found someone. It was Cat though. Coming in, the minions are gonna come to the mid lane. Rotation, no one can engage right now. Everyone being extremely careful. That is going to be the way that this is going to be played. Being extremely careful. No one wants to just really give the vision away.
And speaking to the vision control, AG got more cores than Hero does. So AG can just hide their vision just like what Mai is doing right now.
Alright, Chongqing just was able to deny that red buff from Aohan. Taking in a lot of damage. The stun comes in, but there's no damage coming in only from behind. Cao Cao is just trading with Mai Shiranui in the back.
This is going to be really interesting because a lot of warriors are actually trying to do the ambush. Cao Cao definitely just like what you mentioned, right? He needs to carry the responsibility, dashing in and try to take that Garo down. But at the same time, watch out this Mai. I feel like this Mai is going to make a really outstanding performance in the next few minutes.
It has to be. It has to be Mai Shiranui trying to come in from behind. And this game, if it keeps being played this way, we're gonna make it all the way to 20 minutes. Because Hero does not want to go there and try to bet on the win. They want to just slowly try to force it for a long time.
Yeah, because speaking to the 20 minutes mark, Hero got a higher winning rate than AG after that. So AG need to manage their way from now on. They need to draw a line, you know. They really need to maybe change it into a 3-2 position or like a 4-1 position and trying to take that one side lane down. Because they know that Cao Cao or the Sun Ce may appear at one of the side lanes, so why not making some ambush happen at the side lanes?
Oh, pressure comes in. They're going to try to poke a little bit on that turret. Mayin is going to spot Cao Cao over there in the mid lane as well. They're going to start trading punches.
But check the bottom lane, check the farm lane. Main need to get back and to clean up all those minions.
That is going to be a problem for both teams, right? If they just keep cleaning the wave like this in a mirror fashion, like the minions are going to destroy the bottom and the top lane turrets for the two of them.
And that actually leads to different consequences. One is that maybe the team that changed it to that 3-2 position can make something happen at the side lane by taking that one member down from the other side. And two is that maybe in the main arena, the numbers with advantage may have some snap engagement.
Look at that. It's going to be AG, the ones that are going to control this Overlord. That's going to give them a little bit more advantage. They might give them the pressure for the last push before the Tempest Dragon.
I feel like AG is playing an extremely cautious way, extremely cautious. The time when they're doing the preset, they're just poking down Zhang like HP and force Chouqiu to get back. And with those numbers advantage, they just get their hand on this Tyrant.
AG, they have their eyes on the turret. The AoE comes in. The Winter Steer is going to clean that wave. It's not going to be enough there for them to be able to find it. Mayin has eyes on Cao Cao that he wants to take control of that red buff.
So actually from the mini map, we can clearly see that AG is enclosing their line and trying to lock Hero off behind their high ground tower.
Oh, look at that. The boat comes in. Untargetable is going to be Annette is going to have to proc his ulti. Now there's going to be the spear. It's going to find on someone, but it's going to be Cat. It's only a support, so they do not want to engage.
Red team has destroyed a tower.
Hero made it for the first attack from AG side, but it's not going to be the last one because they are sending those vanguards into the high ground tower. They're waiting for one big team fight, which will be deciding.
70 seconds for the Tempest Dragon. The turret on top is going to fall. That's going to give an advantage for AG. But the Tempest Dragon is going to be coming on that top side,
which will be in favor of AG since they got one winning lane at the top. Alright, actually that was an even lane at the bottom. So actually it's gonna be an even map for Hero. It's gonna be in favor of Hero side.
Wait and see. Look at that. Hero trying to rush the Tyrant. Comes in, it's gonna be Sun Ce, the one that is going to protect it. The ulti comes in, Chongqing is being taken extremely low. Sherand wants to jump in. He's trying to find on the backliner, but he's not gonna have the damage. As Slims is gonna have the takedown. Annette's gonna have to proc her ulti. Good position, he's going for Subi-chan.
Oh,
now look at that, Machine jumps in. It's gonna have to revive, it's going to resuscite, and Aohan is going to fall.
I mean, this is incredible performance by AG's side. They suffered from that snap engagement by Hero and got one man fell down. But you know what? They just totally overturned the situation. And right now they're heading to the crystal. They're heading to the 2-point. Only 3 members remaining right now. And with the absence of the Slim, the output damage is that gonna be sufficient. It's gonna be Mike again, tumble in, and it was shut down by Xinghan Cao Cao. Xinghan still kept going in, but Garo just kited the Cao Cao and take him down. Xu Bicheng will be the one standing till the last, and not even mentioned to guard it with the 2 members from AG's side. It's gonna be totally win from AG, and the Ace Hero got the 2-point.
Congratulations! AG is gonna have a 2-0 lead. And ladies and gentlemen, they do not want to force this until late.
This is what we're talking about, right? Before 20 minutes, and that was almost getting into 20 minutes. But AG secured this victory, and I mean throughout the whole game you can see like how patient that AG was. Actually, we mentioned about this word again and again in today's matchup. You can see like AG is just stick to their own usual playstyle and just try to make less mistakes happen in game, and that's it, everything just being fixed. But on the other side, for Hero, it made me feel like they are a little bit panicked in game, right? They actually did a really nice arrangement in game, especially highlight a lot in their early stage. But if they lost once, everything just, you know, suddenly just destroyed by their own mistake.
Yes, I think that you mentioned it really well while we were in the middle of the game. It's not that AG is just playing so much better, right? Like they're not actually just creating this crazy plays just to make something happen. It's just a matter that Hero is not being able on the 50-50s just to be able to just win their one-on-one battles. It is not AG the ones that they're just completely being stronger, just overpowering the other side. But in a tug of war, it just feels like AG is a little bit stronger. And not a little bit, way stronger, I would say.
True. I feel like they are standing in a much more solid position than Hero does. Because we know that in this year, in 2023, AG, after years, they make it to the final. And that was months before it. But to Hero, right? To Hero, it has been such a long time for them getting into this current position. Because, I mean, in the spring season, in the summer season, they never make it to the last, like, semi-final. So definitely it's going to be so desperate for them to longing for this precious time. And somehow it may lead to a more rush mindset, I would say.
Well, we analyzed a little bit that last fight. The way that Sherand just jumps in and then sacrifices himself just for the initiation, just for the engagement to start. That I believe that he needs to take the spotlight. Because he came in and he did not take anyone down. The problem is that if he wouldn't have jumped in, then we would have come to the Tempest Dragon. He knew that was the right moment for the fight to happen.
Yeah, and I almost thought that he may just sacrifice for nothing. But the thing is, he just tumbled in and just make everything chaotic. Because Hero was almost thought that they win against AG, but suddenly being interrupted by this nimble main and everything. Again, the plan, it just made me feel like, all right, we are having a clear plan. But if we went something wrong with our stabs, there's no plan B left for Hero.
Sadly for them, they did not have the victory. It was a very painful one, right? Because that's Slim's pick on the blue side and still being unable to take the dub, that's gonna really just bite them back later in the game.
True, because we know that Aohan is a core player from Hero and also Slims. He played it quite well. And even worse is that even they have the ability to stay on the blue side, since they lost that game, they still need to take that Slims down. Because they do not want AG reaching their match point, gaining that Slims, which Xu Bicheng used 8 and 9 times and sharing with an 88% of winning rate.
And that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna put a lot of pressure on the BP for Nanjing.Hero right now.
True.
There's so many different options that you do not want to give to AG. And right now, like, you already lost a couple of the very strong ones. Like, you had in your hands, you had the Jing, you had in your hands, you had Slims. And right now you are gonna have to ban them because you already played them. There are not enough spots over there in the bans for the options that AG could have.
And AG may stay on the red side and they can go for those like comfort pick, and that's it. And even more interesting is that in these two games, Hero are changing their course
Yeah.
to different times, right? Firstly, they give it over to No Fear, and then they give it to Aohan. But you can see AG, both two games are actually play around Shibichen. Because AoE Hero was being used by Cat, and we know that support's always going to be played as a duel with the marksman. So somehow it's just going to be a nice partner with your marksman.
I love the way how this Annette has been an option just to counter the Slims, right? Just by using that very big AoE, that very big wall that it can create, allows everyone just to be in a safe area. The flying spear cannot really come in and stun anyone, and it allows them just to be able to retreat if necessary.
And right now you can see in game 2, it's gonna be Changsheng that might grab the MVP.
Changsheng with an amazing 3-1 and 6, stumbling multiple times, jumps in, takes the kills, pushing people around. The initiation coming in from this assassin was totally on point.
And besides of his highlights during the team fight, he also did a lot of jobs undercover. He made it as a 4-1 pushing strategy and just totally suffocating him on the side lane.
Now look at him, like everything was just on a highlight reel performance for him. Comes in, comes out, says the fan, waits for the right moment, and bam! Take that.
Oh, I like it.
Finds a second one, bang! Take that double kill.
Wow, I like the way how swift that he changed his direction. It seems like the first ability was used on one target and then flash with the ulti directly changed his direction onto that flames.
Oh, beautiful. Really amazing. Look at that. Wow. Exactly the way that you are supposed to be playing when you have an assassin. Just come in and take the kills.
In quite a clean way, actually. He know what's gonna be his target. He know what's gonna be his enemy, and that will be the bunny, the Slims. So definitely, Aohan facing a really, really serious situation in game 2. And also another thing I still want to, break it down a bit more is that AG first laning, they did it quite good. Because they already predict that Hero may use the same trick that they win against RW back in the game. And that's a reason why they are actually having 3 members before 1 minute at the farm lane.
And that's the problem, right? Like, they come in, they have the opportunity, and they allow Garo to take that first blood. They allow Garo just to win the laning stages, knowing that Slims in the first 2 minutes was going to be in a very big problem. And they just accelerated the pace for farming for that Garo.
I feel like AG is well prepared for the strategy and also for the execution. Because speaking to the strategy, they're carrying out this Garo to play against Slims and also try to shred down the Zhang Fei pick, right?
Yeah.
Due to the drop and also early opening, they already predict what Hero's gonna do and make it as a really nice first blood given over to Garo. And even better is that the Garo was played by Shibichen, a great marksman player, and you can see those potential plays that he can make after he got the advantage. It's gonna be devastating.
The stress right now is gonna be on Nanjing.Hero, a 2-0 lead for AG. Let's wait and see what's gonna happen on game 3 right after the break.
Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Dark Tyrant has been defeated. Shut down.
not provoke.
Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an
back. Already 2-0 advantage for AG. A lot of people in here are starting to be scared and afraid of the fact that this might go in the way of 4-0. The way that Hero is playing right now is just sending us in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I didn't expect that the game will go in this way.
Nope.
Because to my own prediction, I would say it might be a 4-2 or 4-3, right?
Yes.
But right now 2-0. I mean 2-0 is acceptable when we're watching the last game played by Weibo against Wolves, right? But the situation is different.
It's not a matter of the score.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's a matter of the score at all. I think it's just a matter of the way that the game is just developing.
Yeah.
It is developed. It's just so one-sided all along. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's what I want to say. I mean, it's nothing about the score. It's made me feel like Hero is not the Hero that we used to.
Yeah, true.
Like we used to see about this team, even when they're playing in the first round, the second round of KPL qualifying, they did even better than this.
Yeah, maybe they're not having their best day, and this is just such an unlucky day to not have your best day. Like you need to win this thing. You cannot have a bad day right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, you need to be your very, very best to compete your opponent. Because again, this is the final of the winner bracket, right?
Yeah.
This is the final of the winner bracket. This is the first ticket, and whoever grabbed the ticket will have one more day to prepare to the final. And we know that how important it is for you to end up with a trophy at the end of 2023.
And on top of all that, like the way that Weibo is playing right now, believe me, none of these two going down might have the options to win against Weibo that is just coming so aggressive.
True. Weibo is really in the zone right now. So while Hero really needs to pull themselves right now, this is the do or die. If they lost this game 3, how can they push it back when AG reach the match point? So this game 3 matters a lot, and that's something to do with the drops. Actually, I was wondering, well, Hero gave the ball to Xinghen or their Bill, the mid laner, right? Because I really changed it, shifted it a little bit more, and right now it seems to be Xinghen will be the one on the spotlight for Hero.
Let's wait and see. It's going to be Prince of Lanlin. And that Prince of Lanlin that just forces Chengdu.AG just to think a little bit more, right? Like it could be used in so many different ways. A very good pick. Just if it is available right over there, you really need to take it yourself.
This is a really flex pick, and I mean AG also play it as a jungler and also the support. But speaking to Hero, they only use it as a jungler.
Yeah.
So I would say like up to 90%. It will be played by NoFear. And we know that there's a quite unique way how NoFear is using this Prince of Lanlin.
Oh, please.
Fully use his passive, just hiding his vision, and he just come from nowhere during the team fight.
So he's just really gonna be that kind of terror around. You do not know where he's going to be. Wait until the last second just for him to show up.
Exactly. So the way how he's manipulating this invisible hero is trying to cause some psychological threats towards his enemy. But at the same time, their true cores are actually forming up. At which I'm talking about this early and also the bottom lane.
Wait and see. Museum. Concert U.
Concert U. I don't know about this Concert U pick. I feel like the previous 3 picks by Hero showing their aggression, showing their desire to make some explosive thing happen. But after they're going for this Concert U and more the duel at the bottom lane, just slow down the whole pace. Just slow down the whole pace. It made me feel like they still want to grab the priority, but at the same time try to secure the output. But you know that this is not that kind of balance, right? Because you're going to be super weak when we're talking about the mid stage.
And you're facing a DNZ against Strenren combo right over there. That is a gigantic combo that I don't think that NoFear might have the early game advantage to really come in and do a 3 against 2 on the bottom lane.
Exactly, and also utilizing the ulti that Jiren has can do huge help for his marksman. So AG is kind of building those solid composition and also trying to play defensively, but at the same time just pushing forward. The only strategy for AG side is just pushing forward and marching on those towers, and that's it.
Let's wait and see what's going to happen. Changsheng had an amazing performance in the previous game, and right now he's being given a Liliana. He can deliver burst damage, and he might be the option against Concert U, right? Because Concert U might be able to soak in a lot of physical damage, but magical damage coming in from Changsheng is a completely different kind of toxic.
And I feel like the Concert U pick kind of show us the frightening emotion right here for Hero side. Because this is the first Concert U pick for Han to play so far in KIC. He used several different heroes, but mostly can help him to dominate the laning. As you can see, they take one step back, try to be secured, and let's see what it's gonna be.
Let us wait and see what's going to happen. This is going to be game 3. Nanjing.Hero is going to take the blue, and Chengdu.AG is going to take the red. If Chengdu.AG wins this, it's going to be a triple match point for them.
I mean, triple match point, just grab the victory back to home. As you can see, Chengdu.AG so calm. So actually those fans are holding this paper and writing in Chinese that bring the victory back to home. It's gonna be the home game if they really make it to the final.
Can you imagine? Just a home game, just to be able to take the KIC final straight to your own city.
Wow. I mean, it's gonna be a huge help for AG side. It's totally different feeling when you're playing home game.
Just wait and see what's going to happen. Liliana has eyes on NoFear. NoFear that started with the red buff and is making his way all the way to the top. Completely different path as what Chongqing is doing, right? Like he started with the red, and then he's gonna be making it here in 30 seconds to the bottom lane.
Doing totally different jungling path, and also the characteristic for these two heroes are different. Miyamoto Musashi, within a longer time, he's gonna be much more powerful. But for Prince of Lanling, instead of keep farming, he need to gain the vision control. He need to kind of threat this Liliana in the mid and try to block him away from those rotations to happen.
Look at that, 3 people already. It's gonna be 3 against 3. Just waiting for the moment. Sheeran still does not have his ulti available. Chongqing is checking on the bush. They do not want to engage.
And at the same time, you can see Shibuya just play defensively at the bottom, taking care of himself, and it's gonna be a snap engagement against Chongqing. Oh, the blade just exploded, and God knows where the first blood.
Oh, that was so close. He thought that he was gonna make it enough just to get the HP recovery, but it was not enough.
And the flash also being forced out from Changsheng, so definitely it's gonna be a huge advantage that Hero settled in the early game.
Good movement by Hero, taking control of the rhythm of the early game.
Yeah, so far so good. But speaking to these two compositions, Hero need to play extremely careful because they can't stand any loss of any of those members. Because AG side, speaking to this composition, once they got one chance, they can constantly just pushing forward.
Great combo coming in. We gotta admit that Bell's second ability in there was really spot on.
I mean, his second ability, just using the slight soft control ability, drag Liliana back, and just gain that slight timing for Prince of Lanling to land
Like
that
without that, Prince of Lanling does not take that kill, right? I wouldn't even say that it was a 50-50 kill for them. I would say it was like an 80-20, a little bit more crazy.
And do you see, like, after this, maybe Prince of Lanling and Yixing will stick to each other really, really tight and try to make those slight ganks happen.
Power gradation. Sheeran does not have his ulti no more.
Musashi's positioning is really interesting. He's coming from nowhere, and Yixing was like, what just happened? It's just flight to safety. And Irie just showcase a little bit more and then retreat.
Has to retreat back. Right now it's going to be AG, the ones that they're going to try to run. Charlotte, 2v1, 3v1, does not have an ult. One more time, launched on air.
The Overlord and Tyrant have spawned.
Does not have the damage enough right now, Hero.
Chongqing
Chongqing has eyes on Joku, forcing him back. Does not want to come in because he's got a target on the Tyrant. He does not want to take the kill yet.
AG is playing around this Tyrant, but the true goal is to take one member down from Hero's side. Still being chasing in, and Hero, the position is kind of scattered right now. All of those members, the flash from Joku also be wasted from this kind of ambush.
Gotta be careful right now. They came in, they thought that they wanted the Tyrant, but they turned around and they took Bell. The mid laner from Hero goes on black screen.
I really like the synergy out there for AG, because it's not only one member, it's not only Zhongyi turn his hat to that Yixing. I mean, like, exactly at the same moment, everyone just suddenly overturned their target into the next one. It seems like it was planned. It was planned.
It was just like a little bait, no? They're just baiting those people just to come in. They think that they want to take the Tyrant, but they actually want to go for the kill. Top lane activity one more time. Look at that. Have eyes on Sheeran. He feels Prince of Lanling around. Moves under the turret.
And
No
I
Fear,
feel like
look at how. Like he comes in. Like I love the way that No Fear is playing on that Prince of Lanling. You were totally right. Like he plays it in a completely different way. He really just waits until the last moment to show up.
he rotates in quite a freaking way, right? So you can see he's always going to appear at the right time. And I always say maybe AG is going to accelerate their pace from now on. Maybe they'll take this Tyrant, or maybe they will do the rotation and let Shibuya to be on the top side. And it's going to be No Fear coming in, aiming at Shibuya. Shibuya has been taken down. That's what we're talking about. This one was sacrifice is totally acceptable from Hero's side, since Ari just getting down and TP down, grab the kill. Musashi also comes down, and right now it's going to be Chongqing. The flash over the wall, it's going to be the Fox, but it's going to be the mid.
Charlotte!
Just deny Liliana from the battlefield.
Charlotte comes in, Sheeran is not able to just keep on people down. It was an amazing battle. Hero turning things around a little bit for their side.
I mean, like, everyone just fight till the end. It was AG initially trying to get the Tyrant, but you know what? Hero 1 just easily handed over to AG since this is a Tyrant. And check Novia's positioning, right? Coming from the rear and directly landing the personal damage on Shibichen. And he knows that he's capable enough to grab that insta-kill.
Axe of Torment already available for No Fear.
And just the AG is trying to close out the laning because they can't win advantage during those 1-1 solo or 1-2 solo because Hero, with the benefits from this first round, they will always have one member in advantage. So AG, what they're doing right now is just doing the rotation, make the tower trade, and after the laning has been closed out, they are gonna be super powerful when we're speaking to the mid-game team fight.
Just wait and see what's going to happen. Doomsday already available for DRNTF. Both of their marksmen have 2 items. That is going to be good for them to deal the damage, but can they really find the opening? Right now, No Fear's ability just to put psychological pressure on Hero, on AG, is actually on top.
And Musashi!
Imperial Order is a connect. Bell is going to have to proc his ability. The Splendor is going to save him.
The way how AG is tackled with this Prince of Lan lane is that they are stick to each other, 5 members being fully gathered at one spot. So after they saw No Fear comes in, Chongqing will instantly break out his ulti and lock that Prince of Lan lane down.
Chongqing doesn't know where No Fear is.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the passive of the Prince of Lan lane is that when you are approaching your enemy 3 seconds more, you're gonna explode your vision control. So that's the point why AG just gathering together and trying to wandering around those rivers and try to let this Prince of Lan lane appear.
Just try to find the spot, right? Like X marks the spot, and they really need to get him out. They need to know where he is, or else there's just so much pressure in Shibicheng. You already saw it from the previous fight, right? Like, he just comes in from behind and they just takes the kill. They cannot let that happen. 9 minutes, 1 minute away from the Dark Tyrant and the Dark Overlord. 3 members from Chengdu.AG trying to make the pressure on the top lane.
They can gradually take down the tier 2 tower, and Cat's flash has been forced out. It is not easy for AG to directly take the milling tower down, so instead, that one is really nice. Yeah, the accuracy from Joku is really nice.
Yeah, that's the problem about that mod. It has such a long reach. Look at that. Cat is going to jump in, but it's going to be Shibichen, the one is going to be targeted. He tries to use the Imperial Order. That is going to be wide. At the same time, Musashi is going to fall. It is a good 1-0 trade for Hero.
And Hero is pushing back against AG. And you know what? They are being really sensitive about whether AG got those abilities or not. Because after they spot out the flash was not available, or for Shenran, Changshen, and Cat, that's the cue for them to make this happen.
Not a good game for Musashi. Zhong-Yi that has a very high expectations right now around him. Like right now he's been caught 2 times in this game, 2 times in 10 minutes. For a hero like Musashi that needs to be having a very big gold advantage, it is bad news for him.
And also, I would say AG lost the red buff. That's whoa.
They took that away from him. That's psychologically painful.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, that's kind of your bullying though. Just grab it away from in front of you.
Alright, Hero might not have the advantage in the gold, but the advantage in terms of spirit. Right now, the Hero spirit is completely on top of AG.
AG can utilizing those things and trying to snowball the game a little bit more. And more important that they need to gain a vision control back. It's gonna be the engagement and coming in during the fight till the end. But he was resurrected and saved by the Shenran pick.
The Shenran is going to allow him 1 more life. Now No Fear is just waiting over
No
there in the
Fear.
bush. He's going to find
Find
Changsheng,
the spot.
taking him down. It is not gonna be enough because Musashi on the counter comes in and sends him back home.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. AG, they are being really sensitive about watching out this No Fear, watching out the Prince of Lanlin. And by taking down this Dark Tyrant, I would say AG, they are doing really, really good.
Now they need to control this red buff. Right now it's going to be AG. With one fight, they turn things around. We thought that it was going to be Nanjing.Hero, the ones that they had the better spirit right now. But that fight right over there, No Fear thought that he had the kill on Changsheng, and he had to pay with his life. The third hand comes in. The Imperial
Flash.
Order with the combo sends Bell immediately eliminated.
And right now it's going to be Liliana jumping in, but was shut down by the console U. And it's going to be Shala slash in, trying to grab the kill. But the problem is that
behind.
they are a bit short-handed, but Chengdu.AG just positioning. Why would them be such a dangerous position? And it's going to be the cue for Hero to fight back. They won't let the chunk
Can he
out
run
of
away?
their hand. It's going to be the
Weave.
shoot. Oh, that is really close, but still Hero make it and make the comeback.
They made the comeback. It was a very good fight. The problem over there for AG that they stepped in too deep without actually putting people on the flanks to try to understand where the position was from Xinghan. When Xinghan comes in and they surround all the members from AG, there was nowhere to run.
I feel like Hero, they are getting better and better right now, speaking in terms of their states.
Yes.
And they're totally ready to confront AG. So the pressure's on AG right now. How they're gonna tackle this kind of situation, because after a few minutes later, heroes are going to be fully decked out, and that's gonna be the strongest period for this composition.
Yeah, it's gonna be very strong when the heroes are gonna be all stacked out, right?
Just like a tongue twister.
Let's wait for heroes. Let's wait and see. All right, let's wait. Let's go back to our game. 13 minutes and 30 seconds. Right now, one more time, it's going to be AG trying to put the pressure on. Subi-Chen is going to be stunned, but they have a lot of minions coming in from the top. The turret is going to fall. They have control of the vision, and that is going to be important for them.
They are trying to secure the vision control, and the hardest, the most tricky part is that how they're gonna spot out the Prince of Lanling. How they're gonna spot it out, because No Fear definitely is calculating the passive, right? He's calculating the 3 seconds, and until 3 seconds has been fully exposed, then he will be spotted by AG side. But he can just control the range with those enemies.
One more time, he's trying to come in from behind, trying to go around, trying to come in and trying to create one more time that cage. It's going to be boxed in. Subi-Chen, he's out of the box. He knows that Prince of Lanling has a target on his back. They're gonna have to replete. Sadly for them, they were unable to take that turret.
Oh, I like the way how Hero is using such an intelligent tactics to tackle with AG, and AG, it seems like they're a bit furious right now. Where you are, we're gonna find you out. Everyone with those yellow marks on the top side of their head. And right now, this is gonna be a group fight. Here you go. It's gonna be a lot of LT putting on Prince of Lanling. For Prince of Lanling and for No Fear.
No Fear that is gonna have a little 45-second rest because he tried to run away with murder and he was just caught in the scene. Sadly for him, it's gonna be a 5 against 4 power play for AG right now.
I feel like AG kind of feel really annoyed about this Prince of Lanling play. So the way how they're gonna do it is just chase him down.
Look at that, Shiran and Xinghan trading hands right now. It's going to be the third hand comes
Another
in. It's gonna be stunned because Subi-Chen comes and takes the kill.
AG totally predict what Hero's going to do right now. After Hero suffering this deficit, the thing that they're gonna do to push back is to do the step push. So one man on the top lane and one man at the front lane. And AG rotate from bottom to the top and just totally exactly anticipating Hero's position and strategy.
Right now, it's gonna be a moment. Already Daybreaker and Sun Chaser are the options for Aohan that has a very good amount of items and a very good amount of gold. Is he gonna be able to protect the high ground?
A tower.
I don't know. Let's wait and see. I mean, carrying the red buff is going to be really nice for him to do the output. But the thing is, who's going to protect him, right? Who's going to protect the Console U? Because Mozi can landing those stars, but not in a protective way, but in a more poking, annoying way.
Yes, exactly. 16 minutes and 30 seconds. Both the mid and the bottom high ground turret are already down. It's looking grim for Hero. They might need a miracle to survive this next push. 10 more seconds until the Dark Overlord, and that might be AG's cue to finish this game.
If we're talking about the hope in terms of Hero, then I'm counting on the top duel from their side. Ari and Personality need to make something happen. And to AG,
Subi-chan is alone.
Kite a little bit
He's in
more.
a very horrible
and it's gonna
position.
Link come from the back of the Dragon Camp and just surrounding the Subi-chan and just take him down. It's gonna be no fear. Make this outstanding performance is still going to change the thing. But the problem is that the rest of the AG's member just slot Hero's member. And right now this is going to be a 3-5 trade. They sacrifice their bottom door, but you know what? Liliana will clean up the field, and it's going to be the double kill, and the ace Hero in game 3.
The ballista comes in. You can hear it. They want it in a one push. There's not gonna be enough time. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations go to Chengdu.AG.
Got the match point. 3-0 Hero in this final of the winner bracket. Who would ever thought this kind of thing would happen in the final of the winner bracket? But you know what? AG made it. And you know what? The first game that they played in the knockout stage, that one, they make it as a 4-0.
3-0. This might be the end of the road on the upper bracket for Nanjing.Hero. It is very difficult for them to just take this from a 3-0 to a 4-3. We have seen this very few times. Very, very rarely we can see teams that they can just come back out of the 3-0 deficit. It's Nanjing.Hero. Do they have what it's necessary? Do they have what it takes to really be able to move forward?
And I mean, if those teams are really being resilient, I would say so. But to be honest, Hero's stage is not that stable. That's true, right? They are not that stable. When they're really in the zone, they can be super powerful. They're just gonna be like supreme like play that you can see in game.
Of course.
But if they're really in those low mood, then it might be like the playstyle is quite extreme when we're speaking to this team.
Let's wait and see what's going to happen with them, like, because this, if they keep performing at the way that this is gonna be, like, this is gonna be a very short evening. Right now, they're gonna have one more opportunity to come into the blue side and try their very best just to try to give Alhan something for him to carry out, to carry the team. This Concert U pick, I do not understand it really well. It is such an item-dependent hero, such a long time that it needs to actually build everything that he needs. Were they expecting just to push the game until the late game without actually having such a big advantage for AG?
I feel like the draft is not that well balanced, because it just made me feel like they tried to highlight the early game, which will be the top duel, and try to secure the late game by the bottom duel. But what about the mid game, right? What about the mid game? And take to another side, as example, check AG's draft, right? It's much more solid than Heroes, right?
Yeah.
They got the early power, which will be the Charlotte on the lane A and Direnji at the lane A, and also they got the mid game power, which will be the Liliana, who got the double kill at the last minute, and also Musashi trying to let his ulti just lock one member down, and you can see how effective it was when they're trying to tackle that Prince of Lani in game.
No, that's the problem, right? Like, no fear with that Prince of Lani has a very good pick. He comes in, he's able to take that first kill. That first kill is always going to come out. But they have a turn. They can always just revive. And after they revive, what can you do? You cannot just kill the same person twice in a row.
Especially when I play Prince of Lani, because only one shot is given to you.
And that's it. Like, the idea of Prince of Lani is that he comes in, gets the kill, and he runs away, right? But he comes in and he's just going to proc the revive. And then what? Like, no one else from that team was able just to come in and just to really finish everyone off. concert, you still needed a little bit more time, needed at least 5 more minutes just to be really online.
And I mean, also, AG had more true cores compared to Heroes. Because as you can see, the last team fight happened in Game 3 exactly, so allowing No-Fear really achieved his job, right?
Yeah.
Gashi beating down. But you know what? In the main arena, like rest of the members just can't just be overwhelmed by AG's power. And that was basically be done by those 1-1 solos.
Difficult. I see it really, really hard for Nanjing.Hero just to take things around. Right now, as it is right now, it smells more like a 4-0 than a 3-1. I'm so sorry to say this out loud, but that is the way that it feels right over here. So many Nanjing.Hero fans right now, they're really trying to really just help their team to make that last push. But the way that the team is playing is not gonna allow them just to make it straight into the finals.
Well, to be honest, I feel the same way. I do not want to like criticize Hero. I just feel so regretful for this team because they fought such a long way. They made it. You know how intensive it was back into the second round of KPL qualifier.
Yeah, of course.
But Hero got the second place of that Group C. That was 3 out of 11 KPL teams.
Yeah.
And you know how they got the qualification getting into KIC's qualifiers? They are accumulating their points throughout the year and got the spot into the KIC. They made such a long way, but right now in the most crucial matchup, they're not playing in the same level that they used to be.
Not only they're not playing at the same level as they used to be, it just seems like AG is not giving them any options.
Yeah, true.
And AG has not been even forced just for them to show something out of this world. Not just like a very stable performance, and they're just being so much better than their opponents.
Exactly. I mean, today's AG's performance just made me feel like they are already preparing for the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not only just trying to play against Hero, they're aiming for that trophy. And the MVP, again, goes over to the assassin mage, Changsheng Liliana.
Changsheng's Liliana is going to take the MVP for Game 3, a KDA of 8-3-3. Crazy. He took 8 out of the 13 kills that came for AG.
I mean, during the game, actually the first blood was him that gave it over to Hero. But after that, you can see how fearlessly that he played in the team fight. He's always dashing in as the first hand and trying to block away all of those Heroes, man.
No, and again, like if he knows that DRNJ is going to be the main target for No Fear, then the only thing that he needs to do is just to carry. Stand up, and as they are trying to find the marksman, that's gonna give him an opportunity.
Yeah.
Look at this. He flashes in and starts dealing damage.
It's just like a marksman's down, but that's totally acceptable, right? We were going to clean up the battlefield. And as you can see, AG is outplay Hero for today. And also they are overpowered than Hero, speaking to the mid stage power.
If you analyze that last fight, like DRNJ just jumps into the overlords, right? And then as he's just jumping in, he's just been surrounded by everyone. Everyone from Nanjing.Hero was trying just to take that kill. And that allowed Liliana just to come from behind and start just taking her own kills on herself.
There's too many things should be dealt by Hero at that one moment.
Yeah.
Because they are aiming at Shibichen, and Shibichen held for such a long time, but they are taking a lot of cores. Charlotte, Musashi, and Liliana. It's like 4 cores from AG's composition. And we know that by that goal lead, they are capable of doing all those kills, actually.
Let's wait and see what's going to happen for Game 4. Right now, it's a triple match point for Chengdu.AG. If they take one more victory, then we're just gonna go home and then we're gonna get ready for tomorrow's match. All that's gonna happen after the break, and we'll be back with match 4.
Our tyrant has been defeated. Shut down. slain an enemy. Red team. Red team has slain an enemy. Blue team rampage. Blue team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an
through my blood. Rising up to become someone. Taking it all on my own. What sweet victory. Taking all of my control. Awaken something deep in me.
Like flames, burning inside. Take a hold of pursuit of the prize of a toll. No way to survive. All of us fight, it's locked to the side. When this is the time, enter the ring. All those mental chemicals doing their thing. I got flashes of battles inside of my dreams. I was made for this moment. At least now it seems like it's time to come face to face with your fear. Been battling reasons for all of the years, and I learned how to fight them with style and grace no one's ever encountered. You say it's amazing. I'ma come out swinging when they open the gate. Go ahead, call passion. I'm calling it rage. I'm taking what's mine like I already own it. Watch but don't blink. Going here to the moment. When this is the time, enter the ring. All those mental chemicals doing their thing. I got flashes of battles inside of my dreams. I was made for this moment. At least now I see the
Moment, the sky rained down. Here's to the madness that's all around. So tell them who you are, you are, you are. You are, you are. Here's to the moment, the sky rained down. Here's to the madness that's all around. Go and tell them who you are, you are, you are. Go and tell them who you are, you are, you are.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be game 4. But this is definitely in favor of Chengdu.AG right now since they already reached their match point with a 3-0. To be honest, no one would expect that this is going to be quite a one-way matchup for today's final of the winner's bracket.
It's been all one-sided. It's been all for Chengdu.AG, and I do believe that right now the BP is just so hard for Nanjing.Hero. There are no other options right now. They might take the blue side right now, but what to do? What hero choices do they have that could really turn things around? They need something so magical to come back in 4 games in a row.
And I feel like they only need one man to stand out and just put it all together again. And I shall name the Million Bell. What about give bell to Liliana? Because you can see in the previous 3 matchups, right? They give ball to Xinghen, use the Irie. They give the ball to Alhan to use the Flames. Nothing worked, right? So how about rotating the core to the Milena Lab Bell to use the Liliana and try to bring 1 point back?
Let's hope that they can bring one more game. Let's take that and make it a little bit of 3-1 at least. That's the only thing that they need. They need to win 1 game. And after you win that first game, just keep processing, keep fighting, keep 1 game at a time. Do not even think about the fact you need to win 4. Just think about winning the first game, and let's take it 1 game at a time.
Take it step by step and take it from the minor things to do so. And right now, AG, I would say, why? The same, right?
Yeah.
Ban away the Liliana and just take your lost hope away.
Understand, if Byron is going to be that first pick, right? If Byron is going to be the first pick that they're going to have, they could just turn things around. A Byron on top might be able just to carry the late game. one of those heroes that then can create miracles.
But I mean, like Byron, speaking to this hero, he kind of just secured the top lane focus.
Yes.
That's one thing. And it needs a one-way game. Help Byron to do what you just mentioned to make those miracles happen. But if they go deficit, Byron is going to be a little bit clumsy during the team fight. Because only like one smash, flash in, and everything just down.
Let's wait and see. Now AG has an option over here. They could really just go in with everything they have, go there, try to take the victory, and really just call it a day. Or they could try to practice something. Try to practice something for the final. They've got a super thick couch right now. They got so many options right now in there. They could just call it a day, and they just say, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna try to experiment, try to practice right now.
And I don't know. They do have the ability to do that, but how about just hide your drops, hide your secret weapon till the finals? Because it's still gonna be such an early stage, right? Since it's going to be super optimistic to this team, so how about just hide that tactics behind us inside?
Ooh, Athena.
Athena, a nice tactic.
Is it a support Athena or is it a jungler Athena?
It is really interesting because they played both. And firstly, like initial Athena pick was done by Zhongyi for the second round of the KPL qualify as the jungler.
Let's wait and see. I do not remember support Athena taking the victory. And they might want to just go right now with that support Athena. They could just try to practice something in order to have it available for the finals.
We don't know. And Hero, they go for this might again. Let Bell to play an assassin mage.
Yeah.
That was really nice. And also Zip with this Luba number 7 at the bottom lane, just secure the bottom lane. Right, last time AG, Zhongyi is the only jungler that played this Bright in the knockout stage. And last time they win against their opponents by using the Bright.
Let's wait and see if it is a lock. Because if it is going to be a lock, this is going to be interesting to see. Right, a pick for jungle that would send Athena, give Cat that Athena for the support.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a support Athena again, and Cat used it twice, but never got any win. That's the problem. But actually, every single time when Cat is using this Athena support, it really is being so effective in early game.
Let's wait and see. And that's a lock. It is going to be Bright as a jungler. And that's going to send Athena to the support. Is it going to be the first victory with that support Athena?
And belong to hero side maybe. Because maybe due to the statistics, when one team get their match point, they might go for the Athena pick and they lost the game and they may lose several games in a row.
You don't want to lose several games in a row!
That's the scenario that we've seen in the previous days.
Don't try it! That's not necessary! Let's wait and see what Jakku and Auhan can do, because that Zip has been such an interesting hero to see in the last weeks, right? Like Zip has been an amazing, like I enjoy every time that Zip is out there because of everything that he can do. He's so versatile, he gives in so many different things, puts so much on the table. And that would be what Jakku needs. He just needs resources, he needs options, he needs to be able to see different things, or else Hero is gonna be facing tomorrow Beijing Weibo.
And I feel like they are trying to let Jakku to lead the pace, because Jakku maybe played the most Zip than every other support did. So he is a really good Zip player, and one thing is so good about this hero is that you can eat up your marksman and try to protect him, because we know that the Luba Master is absent from this patch. So kind of Zip is taking exactly the same position, play the same role, and try to protect the Luba Master and try to march him forward.
This is gonna be a good match. This is gonna be game 4, ladies and gentlemen. This is do or die for Nanjing.Hero. If they take the loss, then they're going to be playing tomorrow against Beijing Weibo. And AG is going to make it straight into Chengdu to the final. If it is going to be AG, the one that they're going to lose, then Nanjing.Hero is going to force it, and they might have a miracle happen for them.
Or is it going to be another full zero made by AG? Who knows? And the drones on, the flags waving. We know the tensions here. This is going to be probably the last game for AG or the start for Hero.
Let's wait and see. Look at that. Athena has eyes on Zip. Cat was successful in coming in and just completely take control of that red buff area, right? And he comes in, he knows he's tanky enough. Jyoku might take the kill, but then it's gonna be for Aohan. Aohan is gonna be the one taking the first blood. Bell wants to go around, but he's gonna be stunned by Chanshan. Chanshan is going to take that. Xin is taking so much damage from the turret. Now it's going to come in. Chanshan wants to take it. It's gonna be around the one that's gonna make this a 2-1 opening.
What just happened on the top side of the map? Hero just really rushed into doing so. I mean, that was a 2-1 tower dive, but they end up with 2 sacrifices.
Shang is going to have to force that flash out. He's not going to have that flash available coming into the next 90 seconds.
I feel like it's going to be a painful game for Byron, for Xinheng.
First blood.
Because even though this is an even kill, but the problem is that
Red team
Athena
has slain
is
an
totally
enemy.
acceptable to take that Sapphire. But for Byron, again, he should go for a one-side game.
Red team has slain
There's
an
no
enemy.
need of that. Bell really wanted just very rushed, trying to get the rhythm of the game for his side. Jumping in extremely early. But look at what Aohan is doing here against Fang.
And
Already that turret is already almost down.
check the gank. Zip Flash has been forced out, and right now everyone is aiming at this Luba Master being eaten up. Nice escape.
Chanshan waiting in the bush. Already has his ult available.
I like it. I like the way how AG is playing right now, because after they already settled, they already built up the advantage on the top side of the map, they just turn it to the bottom. Because Luba Master grabbed like 1 kill, right? The first blood on this Athena. So definitely Shibuchen is really suffering right now at the bottom lane. So Changshan is giving up all of those mid lanes, instead trying to make the ambush happen.
Hero knows that they have no way out of this. They're gonna have to be aggressive and try their very best to survive.
Slain an enemy.
Cat is gonna keep harassing, trying to take control of that. They have vision over where no fear is.
And the reason why he's doing so is because he's trying to let this Bright to be invincible by have a huge gap in terms of the goal difference.
Overtime, fear comes in.
Get away from me.
Wow. Such a nightmare right now is Shibuchen having with that farm. Aohan taking control of that bottom lane. The turret is going to fall in any moment.
And it might be another gank. As you can see, Bright positioning already hiding at the back of the Tyrant camp. Wait for Luba Master because they're baiting it. Luba Master definitely, Luba number 7, sorry, definitely want to take that Tyrant down, and then they will rotate to the mid lane. But Bright is trying to make something happen.
One more time, look at that. It's not going to be the blue team. It's here the one that they're going to force Chongqing to move away. The Blazing Brilliance comes in. No fear is being taken extremely low. Now it's going to be Jyoku, the one that is going to run away with Aohan, putting him into safety.
AG is gaining the whole vision control around the Tyrant, and they try to make it as a secure Tyrant catch. And Athena still making it.
Still making it, still working on
Blue
that,
team
right?
has slain an
Even
enemy.
though Cat keeps falling, but he just needs to keep harassing. He needs to try to slow down.
Yeah, so instead of keep watching how many times that Athena fell down, instead we should keep focusing on Bright's gold, right? He already got 1,000 gold lead against this Dun and also against the Byron.
Yes.
So Bright, this hero is going to be really squeaky in the mid game, but after got several items, he's just going to be invincible during the team fight.
Yeah, man number 7 is going to be the one that's going to be carrying most of the gold and most of the items here for Nanjing.Hero, right? Like the last hope if they want to make it out of here. Look at that, no fear. Cat is going to take the damage from the turret. Still not going to be enough. He has eyes on Lupin number 7. Comes in,
Blue team
gonna
has
try to
slain an
initiate.
enemy.
Now the turret is going to be the next goal. Changsheng waiting in the bush, but it's going to be spotted by Alhan.
Red team has destroyed
I feel
a tower.
like Cat polished a little bit about this Athena playstyle than he did in the previous matchup. Because before, they are being fully dedicated into harass the counter jungler. But this time they're turning.
Whoa!
Red team has
The
slain
damage,
an enemy.
nothing that he could have done against that. He's going to fall one more time. Now it's going to be Lupan number 7. That one that is going to fall is looking very green right now for Nanjing.Hero. AG has control of the game.
I mean, AG is out of control right now. Can you imagine that after suffering so much in their game at the bottom lane? Now they are right in front of the high ground tower at the farm lane.
Wow, look at that. Bell is going to reply back. He's going to stumble in. Now Singha tries to run away. It's going to be Joku, the one that is going to save him.
But I don't know what to say. AG still securing their marksman and also their jungler. So as long as they are standing there, they can promising their output damage and also their ability to take down all of those
Blue
towers.
team has slain an enemy.
It is looking good. It is looking really, really, really good for AG. They want to finish this in a 4-0.
I feel like all of a sudden, AG just being really fierce, right?
Yeah.
After they spot that Luban number 7 out, after they spot out that the laning phase actually has been closed. And that was the cue for AG to keep assault a hero
Red team
and never let
has
them have
destroyed
any
a
chance to
tower.
stand out of their towers.
One more time. They've got control. They've got vision control for AG. Cat rolling around. Finds the members from Nanjing.Hero. Blazing Brilliance comes in. Alhan is going to survive. Changsheng still needs to make a little bit more items, right? Like right now, only the Scepter Reverberance is going to be the option for him.
So the versatile damage is not that sufficient to help him to do so. And in the current stage, the main mission for Angela is trying to guard the mid lane priority, and that's it, to clean up all those waves. Because Hero tried so badly to take that mid lane tower down, right? They are trying to promise this Luna 7 can be so secured within the vision.
Look at that, one more time. Lupa number 7 is taken extremely low. They do not have the reach. That is the problem that they have with Fang. Fang does not have a very long reach, but he can deal burst damage on the other hand.
And it's going to be another invasion, as you can see from Athena. Try to slow down Hero's pace a little bit more. And at the same time, Vanguard is in the hand of AG, helping them to build up all 3 winning lanes.
Oh, look at that! It's gonna be Changsheng, the one that finds the backliner. Alhan is going to fall. That is bad news. They take control of the red buff, and they might want to come and push for that high turret.
What just happened? That's such a crucial crucial loss from Hero's side. It might be the cue for AG to totally close out the game right now. Athena just jumping in, play like a true assassin instead of support, and even got the kill! Oh, Cap!
Cat coming in, he knows that the man is an assassin in his heart. And sadly for Nanjing.Hero, things are just looking bad. It is not being able just to make that miracle. They cannot let Alhan just being killed one more time, and Changsheng just having such an amazing night.
Exactly. I mean, even more surprising is that Luba number 7 was under protection from the mid lane, right? So how on earth that Changsheng could just ambushing there and let those bursts of damage accurately landing on that one spot, one small man?
Very difficult, extremely difficult for them now. The fact that Cat got that first kill is going to be a little bit of a problem for their whole strategy, right? Because right now, Cat, after he takes that kill, he's going to be a little bit more worth it of money.
I would say Hero is facing severe situation right now, and it's
Chibicho.
gonna be an assault.
Has
Chibicho
destroyed a tower.
suffering from this, flashed out to safety.
Alright, Alhan's gonna have a green light to come and take this turret.
But I feel like
Blue team has destroyed a
and
tower.
I mean, like, I feel like Hero cannot stand another loss about their Luba number 7
Blue team
anymore.
has
Not even
slain
once.
an enemy.
Well, we were talking a little bit about how AG has control of things, right? And in the last 30 seconds, Hero has taken two very important objectives, right? They come in and they take the mid lane turret, and then they just took the mid laner as well.
And also including this Dark Tyrant will help them to buy more time. And right now they are strengthened enough, and it made me feel like they're trying to pushing forward.
They might want to, nothing that they can do, just to see how Lupin number 7 takes control of that mid lane. Pushing really, really deep in right now.
But still need to be extremely cautious, because Angela might just ambush in wherever she wants.
Bell being spotted. Dina falls down. Bright is going to take the Overlord. Cat is going to sacrifice himself just to provide more vision.
But I feel like Hero just equalized the whole game. They just equalized the game, but
Ohan,
still number 7.
target, Zip comes in to support him. Bright is going to fall.
Cao Cao coming in. Ohan cannot suffer from another dash, another assassin. And right now AG is being really into the game. Cao Cao still standing there solidly. So does Hero just did that 4-1 and take that Miraculous Cao Cao down.
Cao Cao, it's going to fall. It's only going to be Changshan, the one standing in here. He came in, he did deliver what he promised. He promised Lupin number 7 on a platter, and that he did. The problem is that the price for that is 4 members for Chengdu.AG.
AG only got one faith in their mind, but there's neglect the fact that rest of the member from the Hero side, they got Byron with that Pure Sky, with that Flash, and not even mentioned to Bell, the Mai, also standing there. They shouldn't neglect the fact that Hero is capable of doing those pushing back.
Of course they're capable. They are in the final of the upper bracket. This is a team that has not lost in 2 different BO7s, very difficult BO7s in the previous 5 days.
And I mean, this game so far is being much more optimistic than every single game that they played for today. So I'm hoping that Hero can grab one chance and bring it to a 3-1 at least.
Well, they have to. They've been forced into a corner. Right now they have been forced already in a position where there is no tomorrow. "13 minutes of the game. Right now we're gonna come into a very slow stage. There are no objectives coming in. Cat is going to find Xinghen. Bell is gonna be spotted. Chongqing is going to send him back.
Athena's down another time. You know, that's the weakness of this Athena strategy, because you always got one member down before the team fight kick off. So you're gonna suffer a lot of number advantage when we're talking about the late game.
Yeah, it's always a 4v5. Not a fan. Athena has eyes over Xinghen and no fear. They're loading them in. Changshan is gonna be spotted! Demolished! Completely insta-kill!
The insta-kill, Byron, one smash, flash in, and you can see how decisive he was, and just seal the deal.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. Right now, this mid lane turret is going to be only 4 members from AG trying to support it, and one of those members is gonna be an Athena. The turret is going to fall. Spotted in the back. Bright is going to be taken in a 1v1 against Byron.
And Bright is trying to clean up the mid lane.
Look at that, they're looking for the man. They are on the hunt. Chongqing is going to turn around, and the turret is going to fall in the mid lane. Hey.
They are saving the red buff to Chongqing.
Dark Tyrant
This is a really rare situation, because we used to see AG giving all of those buffs to Shibisha, but this time they're giving it to Chongqing, relying on him.
Now it's Nanjing.Hero, the ones with the gold advantage and the super minions in the mid lane. They do not want to leave this in a 4-0. Of that I'm completely sure. Look at that, one more time. No fear is going to find Chongqing, and he's going to force him to run away. The Overlord, the next target. Immune is going to be Angela. Have to run back. Cao Cao has eyes on No Fear. No Fear taking so much damage, but he can still take it back because his man is very tanky.
Blue team
That was
has
a flash
destroyed
trade.
a tower.
Bell used up his flash, which means Hero cannot initiate anymore until Xinghe's flash is available. And before it, maybe Hero just gonna get back a little bit more and try to, secure the Overlord.
No Fear is gonna come in for the Overlord with the help of Alhan. Should not take them a long time. Problem is that right now, since they already have the Dark Turret in their hands, this is gonna be a lot slower than what it should be.
So definitely Vanguard is going to be a huge help to Hero. And for AG, I mean, they
Overlord
really
has
need
been
to
defeated.
rethink about the strategy again. Because Athena always will put his team member into a really dangerous position. Ooh, this is an ambush.
Waiting in the bush. Ah! They're gonna be spotted. Chongqing, what is going on? He wants to take Bell out. Zip is gonna have to come in and try to help.
That hurt! That
Sure
hurt
out
a
from
lot.
behind.
He's
Look at
waiting
that.
for a moment, but he has directly been insta-killed by this woman. So even got a double kill against that. Athena and 3 members fell down from AG's side, and Hero totally win out of AG right now.
Now they have Bangers coming in on the top. Bangers coming in at the bottom. Sunran with only 50% HP. Oh, they initiate on Subi-chan. He's going to fall. And Hero doesn't want to let this knight to finish.
They are, and that's something. That's what we're looking for. Congratulations to Hero, got 1 point.
Congratulations to Nanjing.Hero. Turn things around and it's going to be 3-1. Look at this. Right now, this stadium is alive one more time.
This is what we are looking for. This is what we want to see, right? This is the final of the upper bracket. So definitely Hero with this 1 point back, I would say it's gonna be a huge achievement that they made. This might be the milestone of today.
It might be. This might be the first victory that they need. It was not only a victory for them in terms of the number, I would say that psychologically, they did play a lot better. They were a lot more aggressive, they had a lot more confidence, and they were able just to take what they needed. They just needed to take that victory.
Yeah, and you can see like they are really sophisticated about doing those team fights in late game, right?
Yeah.
The early game they suffered a lot from the hustle that Athena caused, but they spotted out that weakness of this Athena strategy that you always got 1 member down before the team fight. So they just take all of those enemies one by one.
Well, I do believe that AG, on the other hand, they tried the Athena strat just to give it one last opportunity, just to give it one last push before the finals. And they know that they have triple match point. Losing this one for them psychologically might not be a very big hit.
And I feel like after this kind of experiment, maybe Athena will be eliminated in the final, to be honest. It seems like Athena, this hero, to be at the support position has been cursed.
Yeah.
0% winning rate.
But as a
in
jungler, it's actually a very good option.
Exactly.
As a jungler, it allows you to have a jungler that is tanky, then you can have a warrior on top, and then you can allow a lot more resources to your marksman. So it is a good option. Maybe not in the way that everyone is playing it right now.
I feel the same way. It just made me feel like AG, just like we mentioned, right? Before they are trying to secure the victory, they're trying to test out something.
Yeah.
But they need to be careful that Hero already be warmed up, right? From this kind of victory, Hero is being refreshed. So you could never underestimate your opponents for today.
No, not
I
at
mean,
all.
due to speaking to their states, and right now it's gonna be the stronger Hero, which gonna play against AG in the next few matchups.
Well, Nanjing.Hero right now taking that victory puts everything 3-1. We are coming into a moment where if they want to, they could just take this and they just force it all the way until 7 games. Can they do that? Do they have the ability? Right now, I know that they have the confidence just to keep pushing forward, but it's gonna be tough. They're gonna come into the red side, and they have such a difficult bans that they need to do, and I don't think that AG is gonna keep experimenting with anything else.
only few teams did that kind of achievement, suffering from 3 points deficit and overturn the whole situation, make as a 4-3 against the other side of the team. And one of those teams was Beijing Weibo, which achieved that in the final.
I remember that. I remember that game.
Yeah.
Well, Nanjing.Hero, 100% win rate on the upper bracket. Can they continue with that 100%, or this is going to be the game where they're going to lose that amazing and really good-looking record?
Well, as we can see, after giving the priority to Joku the Zip, they are doing quite well. And I would say maybe they will let Joku to play some aggressive support.
Yep.
In game 4. And also, what's better is that Liliana will be an open choice for Bell, right? He's a bit rushed in the early game, but after that tower dive failed, he just pulled himself together and just doing a really good job in teamfight.
I believe that Bell just really took control of the game. Aohan, on the other hand, with that Lupin number 7, he depended a lot on Joku's performance. Like if Joku was on point, being able to survive and just being able to allow that Lupin number 7 not to die, then Aohan's performance was going to be better. I believe that those two members are just like a strong duo. But if you would ask me who had the better performance, I would just make my vote for Bell.
Yeah, Bell definitely just lead the pace. So I would say maybe Liliana can be a really nice choice for Hero to do in the next draft. And speaking to AG, actually they are using a really unique composition. It's not that solid, it's kind of risky, you know, high risk but high reward. And I wouldn't say it's gonna be not that effective because as you can see, Chongqing in game, nice personal damage.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that I still want to put my finger on this Athena pick as a support. I mean, it worked, right? It worked. But the thing is that you really need to end up the game before like 15 minutes or even before 10 minutes.
There were a couple moments where it just looked like AG was going to make this a 4-0, right? There were a couple moments where they actually looked like, okay, they're going to take the advantage. Look at that, from minute 5 all the way until minute 11, they had gold advantage in an Athena combo.
And Lupin number 7, Aohan, is going to pick the MVP title.
Aohan. Nanjing.Hero, Aohan, Lupin number 7. 736 KDA. It was a good performance by Aohan. It was really good. He needed to deal the damage. He needed to stay alive, and he was able just to keep the flame, the hope alive for Nanjing.Hero. This one in here, Chongqing just being forced out. He wants to trade with Bell, but there's nothing he can do as Joku is still there.
And this was actually the last team fight.
Yeah.
After they take Bright down, Bright is like a little bit overcommitted, as I said, because 4 members were actually gathered in that bush, but 3 of the members just left because they know that it seems to be a little bit hopeless to confront Hero's member. But Bright chooses to stay, and he needs to pay for that.
All right, Chongqing with that Bright pick. It just showed us a little bit about what he can do with that specific hero. A very nice hero, Bright, it is, right? Because it can be just like really short, or it can go long range. It can deal damage in such a different way that it allows us a very big versatility.
And again, he can be super dominated unless he got enough gold lead.
Yeah, Bright has been a very popular pick against Arlie. So against in this composition, it was a very big question. It was really good for Chongqing just for him to have a good Bright, right? And just for him to try to practice it a little bit more.
Because it might be one of the secret weapons that he can hold in the if they can make it to the final, right? And we know that the next game drop is going to be super important. And I'm not only talking about Hero, but also AG, right? They need to take it serious. And I mean, Zuka might be one of those buying points, and also they may choose to stay on the blue side, and if they do so, they can let Flames to be an open choice if Hero didn't ban away.
There are so many different options that AG has for the next one. So that's going to be the hardest game, I believe, for Nanjing.Hero as it is coming, right? Like that game 5 is going to be such a big challenge for them. There are so many different options that Chengdu.AG could actually take and really just put the game in their pocket.
Yeah, actually, I can just put it in this way. If Hero made it as another point, AG lost it, he can even up the Hero ball usage.
Yeah,
he can even up the situation.
That's
but that just up to the next game.
All right, and the next game, game 5, is going to come to us right after this break.
Blue team killing spree. Shut down. Blue team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Blue team rampage. Blue team killing spree. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team double kill. Blue team killing spree.
Game 5 is right over here, ladies and gentlemen. We were not expecting this. We thought that we were gonna make it in 4, but 5 it is. And if we already make it to 5, let's just make it all the way to 7. Why not? Let's just keep going with this amazing feast that we have. The semi-final, the big final in the upper bracket. Whoever that wins this is gonna make it to Chengdu, straight up to the December 30 final we have.
Yeah, I mean, like, in terms of the history of Hero, actually they got 100% winning rate when they're in the upper bracket and can make it to the final, even go for the trophy. And I mean, AG, they are really in the zone for today, and I'm a little bit criticizing their game for draft, but I mean game 5, take it serious, stay on the blue side and grab whatever they have that is comfortable enough.
Let's just take slims. That's what I would go for.
Yeah,
if it is available, just take a slims.
I mean, it's just up to Hero. If they let slims at number choice, definitely I would say AG can grab it.
Oh, it's gonna be hard because it's either slims or Jing or Prince of Landling. And all of those 3 are horrible options.
And also, they need to take care about that Zuka bit.
Let's wait and see what they're going to do. It's just like that's the problem. There's so many things out there. It is just so hard. What are we gonna do?
I mean, this is what we call the trouble for Hero since they are facing a deficit in their hero pool. And AG right now standing on the blue side. First Catholic definitely it is. And they got a lot of choice, right? They can ban it with Terry, they can ban it with Liliana, these kind of hero which had been played by Hero several times. And it's just up to Hero. Well, they let Slims out, and also Jing, Zuka, Slims, Dachao, these 4 heroes. Make a choice.
Do you think it's gonna be the Dacio strat?
I don't know.
Just to give it a little roll before the finals?
Yeah, maybe.
Take it out for a spin, you never know?
Yeah, maybe. But you know what? AG used that Dachao composition, and we know that how favorable it is for these players to use that Dachao strategy in the ultimate battle. The ultimate battle composition has been considered as the true answer in this patch. And Dachao definitely gonna be the core.
And Dacio strat it is. They're gonna give Cat that Dacio, so we know exactly that Subicheng is gonna be on that Fuzi.
Yeah, Fuzi, no doubt. And also, Alien has been used up, so it might be another Byron pick. Because Sharon already used up the Alien, the main, and including the Charlotte. 3 heroes that was perfectly matched with the Dachao strategy.
So it's gonna have to be Byron.
It might be a Byron pick.
Now, that comes to a problem. Like, is it gonna be Nanjing.Hero that is going to ban? Oh, look at that, Byron. Byron is gone.
Yeah, Byron is gone. And even interesting is that AG banned with the Florentino. And we know that Florentino will be a really rare pick from Xinghen because he's a great Florentino player.
Yao. Yao would be a good one, and Mulan. All right. But then if you choose that Mulan, I can still counter you, right? And
Yeah.
there's still a couple options out there that can still counter that Mulan.
I mean, for Xinghen, a lot of heroes is available, but Diao Chen, for real? I've been waiting for this for a really long time. Because you know what? Xinghen, he's a great top lane player. But when they're suffering the low period, Xinghen wants rotate to be played as a mid lane for 1 season. And that's exactly the period when he make up this Diao Chen pick. You know, but after that, when they got Bell to be played at the mid lane, he rotate back to the top
And
lane.
it's a lock!
It's a lock!
It's a lock! Let's go. This combo right over here, it's something from a different world. Arlie is gonna be playing in the bottom with Lumber, trying their very best to support each other, try to get Futsu out of his mind. Then it's going to be No Fear with that Kaiser trying to push people out of the TP tunnel, and the burst damage that can come from that Ziya. Xinghen, his job, it's very important. Can he deliver the real damage that Diao Chen can actually have?
He just needs to dance in a lethal way during the team fight, and that's it. Because no controllability can be seen from AG's side. Even Diao Chen has been bound by that Fuzi. That's okay, right?
Yeah.
You can still dancing around with that Fuzi in his circle, in his range, right? Still, you're gonna make it. Especially you're carrying this Intimidate, which grant you like the damage reduction during
Yes.
the team fight. So you are just gonna basically be invincible when you're in game. But that's something we're talking about after 8 or 10 minutes.
And that's the thing, like Diao Chen is gonna need some items, and it's gonna be on a leg race against that Mulan. So being in a leg race against Mulan, do you really have time just to really just farm up? Nobody knows.
Enemy minions will arrive in 5
I feel like it's going to be a really interesting game, and this is going to be the match point again for AG and for Hero. Taking out this Diao Chen, they are lashing him to be the last hope of the team.
Let's wait and see. It is game 5, the Dacio strat against Xinghen's Diao Chen. This could be it. This could be the game. Let's wait and see. Let us go into the valley.
I mean, speaking to those melee fights, actually, Diao Chen will suffer a little bit because of the cooldown reduction is a bit long.
Yes.
So it's super weak for Diao Chen to play in the early stage. Not even mention to AG check their rotation, right? Constantly pressure on the top. They're trying to lock that Xinghen down on the top side and just slow heroes farming down.
A very blue dependent hero Diao Chen is, right? Like very, very blue dependent. Like it's gonna use so much of the mana when you actually want this to keep going around. So that Kaiser from No Fear, he might need to just start giving that blue to Diao Chen in a moment of the game.
And here's another detail. Since Hero is standing on the red side, actually Diao Chen is far away from the blue buff side. So he's not allowed to take that blue in the early stage. Instead, the only thing that he needs to do is just play defensively in the laning. So actually the question, the curveball is thrown to AG right now. How great damage they can deal upon this Diao Chen and try to get the priority in the early game.
They forced the Kaiser's ultimate. He needed to use that or else he was going to fall because it was 3 members from AG that they had him on the gank.
And AG within this Diao Chen's rotation, not even mentioned to Iggy, can definitely prioritize the efficiency for them to do a lot of ganks on the side lanes. AG can constantly holding those priorities, but the only thing is that how they're gonna suffocate that Diao Chen. Oh, it's going to be an ambush.
Sage's Might comes in. He's being dealt so much damage. Aohan is going to survive. No one had the mobility enough to get in there fast to take that first blood.
Oh, this is going to be super competitive because Shubi should actually predict Aohan's position, right? Predict his direction and just hide it in that bush, make this happen. So we may see these kind of scenes happen again and again in the next few minutes. The only thing is that they need to come up with some personal damage, and I'm calling Zhongyi this out.
Zhongyi is the one that has to come up and really start delivering. He's gonna have the final punch in most of the fights. Look at the rotation. They're gonna send Diao Chen to go down to the bottom lane right now. The rotation coming in from Nanjing.Hero.
They're trying to let Diao Chen have a higher proximity to that blue buff, and at the same time, early against this, Mulan definitely will win the upper hand.
Xinghen already with glowing hand. He's not going to be very worried about whatever that Fuzi and Thatcher could do in this moment.
Yeah, because it's not lethal. He can always stand still. Oh, the flash!
Comes
Got
in.
Lumber break out the ulti, but Lumber fell down because there's no one actually helping him out.
The Shattered Earth was going to only shatter a hole for him to go down because it was not one there that could actually save him. Giving the first blood to AG right now. Out of the Whirlpool, do they want to come back and take that turret? Being forced back, Bell and Aohan that tries with the frenzy, but it's not gonna be enough. Right now it's gonna be the turret, the one that's gonna be taking the damage.
I mean, even worse for Aohan is that as long like right at the moment when he break out the frenzy, AG just threat on him and for him to retreat. So that was actually a waste of the frenzy.
Not a good movement right now.
Oh, Lumber's positioning come from the back and push
behind.
back. He was bounded and used the flash, changed the direction. And again, that was kind of like a waste of the common skull.
Look at that, Xinghen trading with Shenran. It is going to be an interesting 1v1 battle, that one that we have over there with Diao Chen and Mulan, right? Like if there is no one else coming in, I would pay just to watch that one.
And I feel like AG need to take the first hand.
Of course.
They need to do something on this Diao Chen because Diao Chen is just like playing a paradise. No one is actually aiming at him.
No Fear taken very low. Subi Chen is going to be set on air. No lethal damage coming in yet.
Well, if AG can't just do a lot of ganks on this Diao Chen, since like Xinghen is playing extremely defensively, then AG can go for those rotations, go for those micros, right? They can just do the split push, and they can constantly crushing in the mid lane and try to let Fuzi to do the initiation.
Pressure to the bottom. Xinghan
Here we
gets
go.
on his ulti.
It's
The
gonna
Sage's
be-
Might is going to force him down. Cat being taken extremely low. No one from AG can do anything in here. Right now, Nanjing.Hero is holding their ground.
They are holding the situation solidly. As you can see, that was a 4-5 fight. But still, Hero make it quite nice.
I like this. They're really not going back. No fear. Has no ulti, so he needs to run away.
And the detail right now down in the minimap is that Hero is microing the game. Because once they spot that all of those members from AG side were actually gathering at the bottom, Alhan just did that push on the top. And right now, Hero is actually having the priority to pushing forward in mid.
Cleaning the wave. Pressure comes over here to the top. It is just a 4-1 rotation, right? All the time. Mulan is just going to stay over there at the bottom, not minding anything else, but just locking Xinghan in there. Sage's Might comes in, but he's going to find Joku. It's not worth it, just the problem. He's just going to leave it there and run.
And I'm keep watching Xinghan's item though, because it already showed out that Zhao Chen had 4,000 gold right now. That is not that sufficient, but still, he already got through the hardest time of this hero.
Insatiable Home is going to be the option that he decides to build.
Provide the sustainability during the team, not even mentioned to paired up with this Intimidate. So again, Xinghan, if he really use the second ability well, he can dodge a lot of controllability and just be invisible, dancing around his enemies and grab more kills.
I like the way how Nanjing.Hero is not allowing AG just to take control of the vision of the map. That is the one thing that I really like about this. It's 8 minutes and only one turret has fell in a composition that should be giving you like the pressure from the minions.
Not only the minions, but also they are buying time for Xinghan to farm up. Because they know that the late game will be the main stage for Hero to showcase. And right now, AG's clock is ticking. They need to do something. They can't let Xinghan to farm up so well.
Yeah, the problem is that the Sage's Might is just waiting just to come in. Look at that, the combo comes in. Zhong is taken extremely low and he's going to disappear. Alhan is going to try to come in. He's being too locked down, but there's no damage coming in. It's only no fear.
That was a 0-2 trade from in favor of Hero side. Everyone just being well coordinated and getting into the ground. AG totally collapsed, totally be scattered from Hero's reinforce.
Oh, look at that. Chen Shen flashes in. He wants to take one more poke on that skills bar, and that for Alhan. It was such a good movement here, right? Like, let's watch the replay. The replay comes in one more time. We can see that the initiation, it was Lumbers, it was Joku, the one that found Chongqing. So yeah, bells, so yeah, just very well done, like really locks in immediately. Very well coordinated.
And on the other side, you can see like it seems like AG is disconnected. That was a 4 versus 5.
Yes.
Right? And actually Cat didn't break out his ulti, so that was a 4 versus 5. Hero made it, and now they can just let the Xinghan to showcase from now on.
Sage's Might is only finding no fear. Like, he wants to keep that ult, he tries to find one of the back laners. Like he wants to either find Xinghan or he wants to find Alhan. A Sage's Might that is going to find no fear is not going to be of any help for Chengdu.AG.
Only ambulance it is activated by Hero, just gaining this Dark Tower and trying to secure their power.
It's gonna go uncontested. Wait and see. 7,000. It's gonna be a crucial kill. Look at that. Yao's going to take it.
They stole it away from Hero's hand.
That's painful, painful, painful. They thought that they had the Tyrant in their pocket.
But check what AG did. Find the right moment, dash in, use the smite, and make this
Blue team
crucial
has destroyed
dragon
a
stab.
tower.
It was not rushed, right? Like I feel like if Hero wanted to take that dragon, like they
Blue
could
team
actually
has
just
destroyed
really
a
go very
tower.
fast for it. They wanted to lure AG to come in and fight, and they didn't want to fight. One more time, Jakku with the flash does not connect and goes in 120 seconds cooldown now.
And that was such a relief for AG after they got this dragon,
Red
right?
team
And
has
that was a
destroyed
solo
a
in the
tower.
replay. Oh,
So that's why.
that just give the confidence to the rest of members from AG side, because they know the clear information that Hero is absent
Short, right?
short of their money.
One more time, no fear. The Sage's Might is gonna lock him down. He does have the ulti. It is not enough because the damage is extremely high right now.
And we can see AG totally overturn the situation. They are bouncing back. And they are grunting with advantage from the status strategy, so they can just constantly being sent into the high ground tower.
Look at that right now. The Ballista comes in. It's not going to be healthy enough to take on that turret. But then it's going to be the mid lane turret in this here, the one that's going to suffer.
I feel like that might be the turning point for AG.
They need to make something happen out of here, like, right? That yeah, he can protect the turrets very, very well. Right now, Xinghan already with the Splendor is going to allow him to have a little bit more mobility without thinking that much about protection.
He's building up the sustainability and also the tankiness for this hero. And also with this Intimidate, like no damage can be dealt. I mean, no damage can be dealt truly on this hero, doesn't seem like. So, I mean, like, we can put those high ground tower engagement on the spotlight. Because the next step that AG is going to do is just sending those vanguards, manage the wave, try to take the high ground tower, no doubt. And as for Hero, they're just waiting for AG step into the high ground tower because they know they are already capable enough to push back, use the power of the team fight.
13 minutes of the game. Red buff is going to spawn. They're not going to allow Alham to get even close to that red buff. Now the pressure comes in for the top lane. That is the good thing about having Iggy, right? Like, you don't even need to move really close. Just the range that hero has. You just can poke from very far away. No one is going to dare to jump in, knowing that Iggy has his first ability.
Just shred down your enemy in the first step. And then follow up with a snap engagement from Shibuchen's Fuzi with the ulti. That flash in, one man be bounded.
Yes.
But that will be the start of the whole engagement. Because Hero is waiting for that. And that might be the cue for Hero to do those control abilities, land the CC on, and let it happen.
Now the dragons are coming in. They're trying their very best.
This is
Shibuchen is going to find the Diaochan. The Diaochan Xinghan is going to be locked down. That's going to go in the Splendor. He's going to be able to survive.
And one man be sent back home and teleported it back. It might be a nice try from AG, and we can slightly see some insights about, you know, the layers about the team fight, right? AG sending in those minions, and they may do the same trick. They are waiting for Fuzi's ulti, which is available right now, and they may bond exactly the same target, whether it's going to be Diaochan or it's going to be this Arlie.
Now the problem here is that Diaochan still has Intimidate. They find no fear. The Sage's Might comes in and locks. There's no damage coming in from behind. It is gonna be really hard for AG to get over there on the high ground. So yeah, it's really good at cleaning the wave. Aohan is really good at cleaning the wave. It's gonna be very tough for them to join.
So you can see, like, AG is just being extremely cautious. They can't hazard to do so. Because they know that Hero is already equipped with the power. They can't stand one loss. Because, you know, if AG lost one round against Hero, then Hero can easily control the riverside and constantly just pushing it. Because again, there's no pushing back much that can be seen from AG side.
They
Lack
gotta
of
be careful.
controllability.
AG does not want to revive exactly, relive what Chongqing Wolves just happening against Beijing Weibo.
Yeah.
The inability to just finish the game allowed Beijing Weibo to turn things around, and they're the ones that they're still alive. So AG does not want to just keep giving water to this Nanjing.Hero.
I mean, as AG is still holding the advantage, so definitely they're trying to secure it. No risk, no hazard, no reckless movement.
Nope.
Every single step should be well planned.
Shadow Overlord, 15,000 still. Nothing that Hero can do. They do not even want to try to come and try to get vision. They know that the fight is going to turn not to their side.
Hero detecting the bush. This is quite a dangerous position, to be honest. And right now, KIC has been bounded. And what is the attack from AG? Assault on Hero, and now they're squeezing in. Hero, they're forcing to retreat back into their high ground tower. But luckily, no man lost. But AG still want to finish it. Check who's positioning, getting really, really into the crystal, even approaching it. It seems like it might be the last team fight for AG to do.
There are minions coming in. AG does not want to rush it. They want to come and clean all of it because they have multiple dragons coming from everywhere. All the lanes have dragons. This might be AG's moment.
I mean, the Vanguards are already be here. Two Vanguards within the strongest one, and with 5 members gathering around this crystal, it might be the end of AG's game. They are trying to secure the victory, and Hero is trying their best to try to distract this big Vanguards. And right now, Fuzu comes in, and Lombard tries to escape away. But here we go. It is going to be the showtime of this Diao-chan. Really nice, outstanding performance.
Xinghan jumps in, and then he shows why he wanted this hero, right? He knows that he is the one that needs to shine. If they really want to take this around, he needs to stand up and really call it. 2 more minutes until the Tempest Dragon. We won't have enough time for another Vanguard wave.
This is what we are longing to see. Because again, actually, last game played by KSG, they used the Diao-chan as well.
Yeah.
But as the mid laner, that game was super painful for KSG to do. But this time, when it was played by Hero as the top laner, clearly we can see it's getting working right now.
Red team
Alright,
has
it's gonna have to
destroyed
be
a tower.
a Tempest Dragon fight. The one that is gonna allow AG to push the crystal or Hero just to turn things around. It's gonna be that Tempest Dragon fight, the one that's going to decide everything. The problem right now are the super minions coming in from all different lanes that force Hero just to keep always an eye on their crystal.
Especially Hero is lack of member who is capable of doing the speed push. But check AG's composition. They got Da Xiao and they got Yao. And even better is that they got the Mulan. So actually 3 heroes from their side is capable of doing that. So definitely they will have those winning lanes, no doubt.
No one yet stages Sanctuary from Nanjing.Hero. They do not have the gold. Look at that, Subi-chan one more time. Now it's going to be Diao-chan jumping in, forcing them to go back. But look at that,
He's
Fuzu.
holding in! I mean, Fuzu is still holding in, and Shaya and the bottom is turning to the crystal, and it's going to be the end of the game! And
It's gonna be
Chengdu.AG!
AG take the victory, ladies and gentlemen! It is going to be our first finalist for this 2023 KIC! Chengdu.AG!
What a brilliant performance that AG showed to us for today's matchup. A clean 3-0, reaching the match point. Suffer from one loss? That's not gonna be a big deal. Check the last performance, how sophisticated they are, just utilizing their mechanics, utilizing their coordination, and totally outplayed Hero for today's matchup and gaining the first ticket back to home.
Let's put our hands together for them. Chengdu.AG are gonna be our first finalists!
Wow! I mean, like, what what can be better than grab such a great chance, being the first team getting into the final as the first present for their birthday? These boys, Chongqing and Chen, just had their birthday yesterday, and right now, such a great present, and they are taking the victory back to their home.
This was the better team tonight. They came with a simple goal. Not only they wanted to win the game, they wanted to demonstrate that they're here for that, for the trophy. Look at them just clapping hands with the fans, shaking in there. Everything is going out of control.
And I mean, those fans definitely is going to be so satisfied with their performance, not only today, but all of those games that they played in KIC so far. The second half of the year is such a great sign for this team. They made it to the final not even once, but twice.
Haha, look at that. Kat and Chung come in and sign on the screen of this camera.
And they are going to play in the finals. Everyone is just going to be so crazy about the team.
Chengdu.AG, ladies and gentlemen, coming in and taking the ticket, going into Chengdu's final in a couple days. Who are they going to be fighting against? Is it going to be Nanjing.Hero? Is it going to be Beijing Weibo? What we know right now is that AG, the old gamers, are going to make it to their next final of the year.
And they are standing right beside this dazzling trophy. Everyone is craving for the title, so-called the champion of 2023 KIC, since we know this is the highest level of the tournament in HOK. So definitely right now, they got so many things to say, how they feel right now.
荣升少年，荣归故里。我们再次恭喜成都 AG 超晚会成为第一支闯进总决赛的战队。我们把欢呼声给到他们。
Congratulations to AG to be the first team made it to the finals.
好的，刚才大家已经跟这个我们队员们激烈的互动了，我们来做一个采访。
So we're gonna go for this short interview.
先问下轩然吧，我看到你的滑板来最后一刻
First is gonna be the question,
那
轩然
感觉怎么样？心里在想什么？
很爽
How
吧
he？feel right
很爽
now?
是吧
Pretty
然后
good.
感觉是不是祖传的那个劲儿又回来了呢？
确实。
确实，我相信今天孟老师在屏幕前也应该非常的开心。小梁，因为你赛前就说了，非常想要击败对手。现在
Since you mentioned about how crazy you were, just beat your team, how do you feel right now?
哦，很有成就感哈，非常成就感。
Such a great achievement that I did.
终于是第2次要来打决赛了，这次跟上次感觉有什么不同吗？
感觉
This is the second time you participate into the final. What might be the
进了决
difference?
赛跟上次不一样。
This is going to be a totally different story.
是吗？
会有更有信心一点
Are
吗？
you
这
going
一
to
次
be more
进入到这个
confident
决赛了以后，
about
我
this
感
time's
觉
final?
我一直很有信心。
一直
I'm
很有信心
confident
啊！
all
我
the
觉得
time.
真的值得掌声，特别好，特别好。我们来问一下长生。
And
长生，我
that
感觉现在越来越果敢
We'll
了。今
turn
天
to 长生 the
天
mid
秀
laner.
法四玩的非常出色，能不能聊一下士冠到现在自己的一个改变呢？
You got great performance playing those assassins. What about the biggest change that you did throughout
士
the
冠到
journey
现在跟大
KIC?
家是否产生了更多不一样的情感呢？
Do you feel like you're kind of connected with your audience
后盾敢操作。
and your
敢操作
teammates?
了，这个时候大家都是你的底气，好吧？
Yeah,
好，我们把麦克风给到徐
definitely.
碧
They're
城。
supporting me and just letting me to showcase in game.
徐碧城也是刚刚过完生日啊，然后就收获了总决赛的门票啊。能不能
You
来现在
just
站在
had
这
your
里的感觉
birthday
呢？
and receiving
在
the
这里
ticket
很
开心。
to the
很
final
开
as a
心啊
present. How do you
但我
feel
们
right
知
now?
道决赛
Super
这次是
happy.
在成都啊，作为成都艺创会的队员，会觉得更有信心吗？
And we know the final is going to take place in Chengdu. Are you going to be more confident about that
非
that
常有
thing?
信心啊。那我们还想知道，
Definitely, no doubt.
你会比较
It's
期待
going
对
to
手
be
是
our
谁
home
呢？
game.
本来之前比较期待狼队，然后狼队淘汰了，现在就期待跟微博。
Well, well, be your
好，是来跟
prediction
微博交交
to
手
the
了。
final
我
of
们
the
知道
lower
今天来到
bracket.
现场，因为有
I
非常
thought
多的
it
小伙
might
伴
be
们给
Wolves,
你
but
和
since
钟毅都送上了
Weibo
生日
already
祝福。
win
有什么要
against
跟大家
Wolves,
讲
so
的？
definitely I will
就谢谢
vote
大家
for
今天能来
Weibo.
看比赛，谢谢大家来今天 帮我们过生日，谢谢大家，谢谢。
And speaking to the West, to their fans, I'm really, really thankful for all you guys supporting me in this arena and giving me the present of the birthday.
19年哈，这一次的感觉有什么不同吗？感觉怎么样？
Last time when you were standing in the final of the KIC, that was back into the 2019. What might be the different feeling for you?
觉得打了这么久，还能站在最高规格的比赛场上，我觉得是很幸运的一件事情。
I feel like I'm so lucky that since I've been playing for such a long time, I'm still capable enough to make it to the final. How lucky I am.
你对他的期待呢？你对于最后总决赛的期
So
待？
what might be your expectation towards the final?
阿狸在等一个叫一诺的人。
给到自己的队友十足的信心哈，相信大家都懂。好，那我们也要有请出我们的主教练保教，有请。
And right now it's going to be the time for the head coach
有
stepping
请保
on
教
the
来到我
stage.
们的阵前啊。我相信很多小伙伴可能跟我的感受是一样的，我感觉到你们比挑杯的时候更强了，更有信心
I feel
了
like。
你对我
You
们的状态
guys
现在
did
是什么样
better
的感觉
job than you
就
did in the
大
Challenger
家
Cup.
越来越
What
团
might be the
结，
difference?
整个气氛是越来越好的，所以导致
I
战
mean
斗
the
力是越来越
vibe
强的。
那
is
现在来到这样的
better.
一个成绩了，有什么想对自己的队员讲，想对这个来支持你们的小伙伴们讲的呢？
So what you're going to say
就
to
大
your
家一
fans,
起在拼最后2天，
to your
争
team?
取取得一个好的成绩。
好，争取取
The
得一个好的
last
成
2
绩。
days,
那观众朋友们，
boys,
让我们再次把掌
just
声
do our
送
best
给成都
and
AG
aiming
超
to the
晚
trophy.
会，也恭喜他们率先进入到
Congratulations to
2023
Chengdu.AG
年王者世界
again.
杯 KIC
Got the
总
first
决
ticket,
赛，也有请大家
advancing
继续
into
与我
the
们现场的
final.
朋友们一起庆祝这样的一个时刻，可以跟大家挥手致意啦。
The stage is set and the first finalist for our KIC 2023, it's already with us, Chengdu.AG.
Chengdu.AG, indeed. I mean, wow, such a long time that I haven't seen AG play in such a dominating position.
Yes.
I mean, they definitely made it to the final in the Challenger Cup, but not with such a great power, you know, quite even power against that Wolves. But right now, check how great improvement that they made, how fast they progressing, like day to day, day by day, game by game.
It's just been so stable, their performances throughout the whole competition. Like the stability, it would be a good present for them just to be the price of that stability that they have shown since day one all the way until right now. Just the way that they have been playing, it would be really nice for them to take the trophy. Now, it is not a prize that they need that is going to be given to them for free, but it's something that they're going to have to battle in a couple of days, depending if it is going to be against Beijing Weibo or again one more time against Nanjing.Hero.
And I feel like they got one more day to prepare for the final, which will be so great to them. Not even mentioned to that will be their home game. I mean, Chengdu, take place in Chengdu. So definitely all of those fans will crowd into that stadium and just, you know, cheering for this amazing, amazing team.
It's going to be a great environment. Of that I'm completely sure. All these years just casting this game and all these finals that we have been casting, it is just going to be one of those opportunities. If you're at home and you have an opportunity just to make it all the way over there to Chengdu, just to come and watch the games live, it will be really, really nice for you to come. Believe me, it is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
True, true, true. And I mean, like today's matchup, AG just dominate the whole game and just totally outplay Hero. And actually just throw another question to me is that, can Hero hand it to play against Weibo? Because definitely we can see Weibo, the game they play in Wolves, is totally different.
Yes.
It made me feel like it's on a higher level.
It is going to be a tough one, I believe. Not only because of the fact that Beijing Weibo, just the problem with them is just the instability that they have presented in these last 3 games.
Yeah.
When they're good, they're really good. And when they're not good, they're really not good. So, can you just fix that for tomorrow? Because Nanjing.Hero might not be an easy bone to bite. Like if they come in and they are unable just to come and really finish the game, that might allow Nanjing.Hero an opportunity for them to go forward.
And I feel like Hero will have the chance to awake from this kind of failure, right? Because I feel like they are not stay sober when they play against AG for today's matchup. They're kind of lost in game. So definitely tonight is going to be super important for this team because they're gonna to play back-to-back. And you know what? We will also play back-to-back. And they will face against each other in tomorrow's matchup.
Sad for Xinhen. He had a very good performance in this game, right? Like that Diao-Chan from Xinhen was one of the high points for Nanjing.Hero, but playing against Atachi's strategy, it's just something so difficult to take a victory from.
And I couldn't tell if this Diao-Chan is a comfortable pick or quite like a hopeless choice.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it is going to work, play against this kind of composition, lack of controllability, but everyone know that the weakness of the Diao-Chan is just being so weak in early game.
Yes.
And though Hero just fed all of those resources to this Diao-Chan, but they are far behind against AG at that time, right? They're already be under the high ground tower. They're not making evenly powered engagement.
If you analyze the gold, look at that, like the gold lead just kept growing and growing and growing by the minute. There was nothing that they could have done. MVP for this game, Xuanran on that Hua Mulan.
Wow, that tower theft, you know, that's something being built, AG, I feel like. Because so many players in AG made such a great, outstanding, like, a tower theft, you know. It's a tradition.
It is just the way. It's just the way to play.
Yeah.
It is just the way to go. Look at that. That's one-on-one kill. The Sages might coming in from Subichun is something that they might want to work on, because this statue strat with the coordination between Fuzi and Tachiao is something that that if we come to a game 7 in the final, AG is gonna have to polish a little bit more. Just the ability for him to really come and use the Sage's might on the backliners.
True. And the last highlight made by Mulan, made by Xuanran, just sending in the super minions. We didn't even see the Tempest Dragon spawn at that time.
Everyone was just having eyes on the Tempest Dragon, and Xuanran had a completely different plan. Marcela, you know what? I do not want to fight this the game that's just taking the crystal.
He just caught his enemies off guard. Just like, all right, you're neglecting the existence of me, of the super minions, you're gonna pay for it.
I think he just neglected everyone else. Even us, we were just looking at the Tempest, waiting for the Tempest Dragon fight, and Xuanran had a completely different plan. Congratulations one more time to Chengdu.AG making it all the way into the finals. Tomorrow we're going to have the last ticket to the final is going to be decided between Beijing Weibo and Nanjing.Hero.
The last best of 7 in the knockout stage, and then we were gonna step into the finals. How time flies!
Time flies.
That's over 1 month right now.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while, and right now we're all the way down until the top 3. These 3 teams are going to be the best of the best. Let's talk a little bit about today's results. Remember that Chongqing Wolves lost 3-4 against Beijing Weibo. They had a 3-1 advantage, double match point, and they were unable to just seal the deal.
And Weibo just make a miraculous comeback, taking them into the next round. And Hero be descended by defeating from this AG team. Then they will play against Weibo in tomorrow's matchup.
That is the one good thing about just still keeping that extra life, right? You can still play one more game tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow, December 28th, Beijing Weibo against Nanjing.Hero.
Last chance. I mean, both teams are on edge, but the difference is that Weibo make it all the way down here in the final of the lower bracket. They already beat 3 opponents.
Yes.
And you know what? They beat Wolves, they beat TTG, and I still remember the first round of KPL qualified, they beat Wuhan East Pro. So 3 teams that being considered as those strong teams, strongest teams, Weibo beat them and made their way all the down here.
It is lovely. Look at that. Tomorrow's matchup. The last ticket. Beijing Weibo against Nanjing.Hero. If you have something to do tomorrow instead of looking at the stream, cancel it. Because that's going to be an amazing game.
Tomorrow, let's just go party. I mean, like, both teams lost chance. You know, like, whenever people are in a hopeless and desperate situation, the energy is going to burst out. And the energy is going to light up the level to another thing.
Oh, it's going to be an amazing game. If you're going to be there, I hope that you guys are going to join us. If you're not going to join us, at least join us on December the 30th. We're going to have the final. It's going to be live from Chengdu.
You definitely can't miss it. You can't miss it. Everyone is preparing for that magnificent final right now because we know this is going to be kind of like the end of the year to HOK. So every team, every player, they are just gonna head to Chengdu and directly trying to witnessing that party happen.
It's going to be an amazing game. Today we've had amazing performances by all these players that they came in today. I know that it has been a very long stream. Everyone is really excited about tomorrow's game and really excited about what's going to happen on the 30th. Today, I can see from everyone here at the stadium, everyone is just going home with gigantic smiles on their faces because it was a beautiful, amazing day.
Yeah, and I mean, what can be better than you witness the ultimate battle again, right? Oh, and actually, speaking to the pre-show, like I was told a little bit more to you guys that we already seen 6 ultimate battles so far in the journey of KIC, and Weibo played 3 times, and they won 3 times.
They do not lose in 7.
They do not lose in 7, indeed.
What is it gonna be? What are you thinking about for tomorrow? Beijing Weibo or Nanjing.Hero?
I feel like if Hero can't just pull themselves together and do what they did for today, I would say that might be a full 1 or full 2. I mean, full 1 probably, but who knows? I mean, still got 1 night to see if Hero can do the thing, change it overnight.
Let's wait and see. And all of this is going to happen in less than 24 hours from now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here with us. I am Isaac Peña.
I'm Nora, and see you guys tomorrow.
Have a good night.